are y'all doing? So this is fine. Saturday night, I guess.
I'm chilling.
Big chillin' or little chillin'?
I'm big chilling, nigga.
Best, based. What about you, Bateman?
I already
What
said
about
I'm
you? What
chilling,
about
nigga.
you, Bumpkin? My bad. I am high.
Yeah. Well, you high? What are you high on? I'm
Meth,
high
no.
on life.
Meth. I'm high
I'm
on
high on that
meth.
galaxy gas, nigga.
Shut
Galaxy
up.
I'm
glass.
Stop.
hitting
Don't
that
mention.
galaxy gas, nigga.
Galaxy glass.
Fuck
That is a
yeah, I'm hitting that
wild
motherfucking galaxy gas,
statement,
nigga.
brother. Galaxy
I'm hitting
gas.
that
Oh,
galaxy
dude.
gas. I
I
got
think
that.
I'm gonna do a video called "Handing Out Galaxy Gas to the Homeless" and see
Oh,
how that
come on, don't
goes.
do that. Don't copy. Don't bite off Zoltanus.
Oh,
Zoltantus.
Zoltantus.
Zolanus. Don't bite
Zolanus.
Zolanus. He bites everybody else's style, bro. He bit my entire Chicago drill rap fucking vibe.
Bateman really over here be like, don't be a swagger jacker, all
No,
right?
he really did though, boy. He wasn't even talking about King Von, and I was talking about King Von. This nigger all of a sudden talks
Talk
about
about
King
King
Von.
Von, dude.
It's like who the fuck knew about King Von besides me? Like I was the
Every
only one
black
repping that
person
shit.
ever.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about the white people. You know,
Yeah,
Zoltanus is up there. I like King Von. It's like nigga, if you went in Chicago, you'd get robbed.
he currently lives in Chicago.
Yeah, but he don't live on the
And
south side.
he has been robbed.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, he went over there by King Von's mural, which I've been over there with kicking it on O Block because I got connections over there. You know, believe it or not, I do. I know a bunch of rappers now because of promoters in my state. We actually brought Little Dirk to Lexington, Kentucky. So I chopped it up with Little Dirk and some of those O Block. They actually have a mosque right in O Block. And I got to get my picture taken in daylight. By the way, he had to go at night, like a fucking lame, or early in the morning. Like I walked there broad fucking daylight.
He was like, "Look here, Black America, you owe me something."
I don't think that I actually like ghetto niggers, man. I do. I like ghetto niggers better than like conservative blacks.
We don't say that over
Conservative
here.
blacks like. Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to say the N word.
No, I don't care.
Okay, well I'm just saying I don't like conservative blacks too much because I think they want to be white and just fuck white bitches. It's the only reason why they become conservatives.
Fair.
I still hold that stance. I still hold that like they're self-hating, and I don't like self-hating people. So like you're black, be proud to be what you are, what God made you.
I mean that's fair.
Make the
But
best of it, just like you're white, be proud to be white. I mean, Fred Hampton, the Black Panther guy, said he supports Black Power, White Power. So I'm if Fred Hampton said it, then I
you're
think
gonna
it's
go
like
with it.
I'm gonna go with it because they set up Fred Hampton. He's a very dignified brother. They set him up. They don't make blacks like that anymore, man. They don't make blacks like King Von anymore either. I think he's the last of the real one.
I don't know. But so I guess
You're
I
talking about
don't
the
know.
culture war, right?
I mean, what's left of it? Isn't it more?
I mean, there
It's,
isn't nothing left. Honestly, all our culture now is online. Like that's
see,
our entire culture. The
yeah,
entire youth culture is just being it gravitates to online. There's nothing in the real world that anybody, whatever race you are, that's gravitating to. Like everybody is just in their own little cubby hole or their own little cloister online, and they don't really care about the outside world. That's the truth. Like the Zoomies and like the Alfies, they don't give a shit about like the real world.
yeah. I mean,
I mean, if it wasn't for the internet, then I honestly think white culture is making a comeback because of the internet. If it was not for the internet, then you'd have a total monopoly. Now rap music is not as cool as it used to be. People kind of see the truth of all that. People see that like these rappers are really nothing to be glamorized. So there's like a little culture war going on in all these other different races. They have their own little culture war. Because I like to keep focus on not just the white world, but like the entire segment of like America. especially the underground segment of America, because I think that's where the most relevance is.
Yeah. So you think there's multiple little culture wars going
Yeah,
on?
I think the internet is flattened culture. It's flattened culture. I think people are not paying attention to the internet, but that's where all the nexus of the culture is coming from. I don't see anything being innovative in like the outside world. I don't know if your audience agrees with that. I don't know about the demographics or age of your audience. I typically, err on the side of the younger people younger than me, like people in their like 20s, people in high school. Those are going to be the people that shape the culture, not people like me.
Yeah.
I've
So
had
you're
my
ba-
I've
you're
had my
basi-
day in the sun.
So you're basically saying, you've had your day.
Yeah,
Now it's time for the young people.
it's time
Like
for the
myself.
YNs and the YWs to rise up. And I
Them
say that I say
youngins.
YNs and YWs.
Them youngins.
And I just want to say also that because I live in America, I feel like no black should get insulted if I use like slurs, because honestly, we kind of share the same culture and this like outdated, outmoded kind of existence. I mean, you put it in your rap lyrics, you put it like everywhere, and you don't expect like other people to use it. I know that's kind of a shitty argument, but I think people need to stop getting offended at like we should be able to make fun of each other. Like I miss the days when
Like the
blacks could make
90s.
fun of whites and whites could make fun of blacks and we could make fun of each other. Like blacks could say like whites can't dance or they like mayonnaise,
Hmm.
and then
Oh,
we could
just
like make fun of them for like being late and you
you
know
just you just miss being able to chill and bullshit around with your fellow
exactly
American.
exactly.
Yeah. Unironically, I'm tired of all the spurgy retards on both
I think it's
sides.
dying out though. I think the woke culture stuff is dying out, and even on the left, it's dying out. Like the leftists are sick of like the troons, and they're sick of like believe it or not, identity politics on their side.
I mean, because I'm gonna be honest. About identity politics is a reactionary thing.
Yeah,
So if you're not being reactionary, what's the point in identity politics? We're getting as white people, we're getting everything we need. A DEI is going away. Like anything that's against us is going
oh
away.
yeah, and they're ending the war in Ukraine. Thank God.
Yeah,
Zelensky got put in his place.
that was beautiful.
That
That
was
was
awesome.
absolutely
I'm
beautiful.
not a big fan of Trump or Vance, but I have to give him props on that. That was awesome. It was just to see that like expression on little midget, arrogant midget fucking imp's face.
You know,
It's
there's people that actually think that that's a national embarrassment, and I'm just like,
no,
really,
fuck
guys?
no. They think that's a national embarrassment. That's like actually like having balls for a change. It's good to
Yeah,
see a president that actually has balls and sticks up for America.
I
Because
don't
we
know.
don't need to need to send all that money over there to Ukraine. I mean, there's people suffering here. Eggs are like 14 fucking dollars a dozen, and now they're running stuff in the Atlantic, saying, "Oh, eggs were never meant to be cheap." It's like what? It's like what? It's like nigga what? It's like
It's
please.
fucking wild, isn't it?
It's
Like
like what the fuck?
I love how they had a fear of the bird flu. They culled a shit ton of birds, and then they're like, by the way, this is Trump's fault.
I can just
That
have the emoji of the gun cocking, against the person saying that eggs were never meant to be cheap. Whoever said that, they need to be quartered.
yeah, they should
Those
be shot.
motherfucker. It was in the Atlantic. Motherfucking journalists in the Atlantic. You need to be quartered for saying that bullshit.
That is a wild ass fucking statement. I
They
can't
they
believe that
actually
was
ran an
actually
article. They
stated.
ran an opinion piece on that shit. I mean, they're just rubbing it in people's face like, oh, $14 eggs. It's like, fuck you.
These things that were once cheap were never meant to be cheap. Okay, cool
Never meant.
story,
I
bro.
mean, especially when it just falls out of a fucking chicken's ass. It's not supposed to be cheap. I mean, they lay like how many eggs get fucking laid?
At
On a
least,
fucking
at
daily
least,
basis.
at least one a day,
Yeah,
at minimum.
they have multiple fucking eggs. And personally, this is I guess where the off grid people kind of win. Even though I used to be off grid, I don't like living personally. Just me, I don't like living in the sticks. It's not for me. I would rather live like maybe an hour or 30 minutes away from a city. because there are like cultural amenities like I like in the city. Mainly
Yeah.
access to art house, and believe it or not, as corny as it is, I do every once in a while like to partake in some culture. You know, I like
Look,
going
man,
to a museum. I like
our
seeing like
access to art hose is a human right. All right.
I agree. Like I like going to the city and like participating in like cultural events. And I think it's unfortunate that people have seceded the cities. You know, I mean, it's cool to live in the country. I lived in the country. You know, now I live about an hour and 30 minutes away from a major metro area. But man, so I mean, if I wanted to, I could have chickens and livestock if I wanted, but I'm probably going to.
Well, I mean, the off grid people, they're a reactionary force anyway, and they're mostly retarded schizophrenics.
I agree actually. As much as I like Uncle Ted, a lot of his ideas, unfortunately, I think just don't vibe well with like the modern era. I agree with him on some things, like the power principle and some of the things he says, but honestly, it's just not realistic for most people to live off grid. Most
It's
people
not.
have been adjusted to live in like suburbs and cities, and I hate the suburbs, by the way, but that's just what people are used to. You can't demand people to scale back the industrial revolution and then scale it all the way back to where people live in just the sticks. I mean, I'm sorry, that's over.
Well,
We have like transhumanism now. We have, whether we like it or not, we're going in forward. I mean, with Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, as much as I don't like them, we're going forward. We're going to have a transhumanist future, whether people like it or not. You're going to be able to biologically augment yourself.
I mean,
And,
even without transhumanism and that technology, right? Uncle Ted's ideas wouldn't have taken off because, like, the
he
amount of
has a point,
population
though.
we
I mean, he
have.
has a point, though. I think we do need to like scale back on maybe the breeding a little bit, like people and people are not having children like they used to. I mean, that's true for not just whites, but that's
Every
true in
race,
all
every culture out
industrial
there.
nations, believe it or not, are not having children. And even now, Africa, that everybody's like scared of, they're still having children at a higher rate, but they're also industrializing too at the same time. A lot of them are like becoming middle class, whatever middle class means in Africa or in the third world or the global. I've
Well,
been saying the
you
global
know,
south.
Bateman, poverty doesn't exist.
I mean, poverty doesn't. I heard that. Well, obviously they've never been to Appalachia or seen like trailer parks.
Oh God, I'm about to die.
You suck. But no, like
Anyway, I don't want to hog the mic. You go. You guys go ahead. I've said
No,
my
you're
I
good.
mean,
piece.
you're the most educated on this, and I'm waiting for the panel. So I mean, right now we're just playing video games so people have something to watch while we talk. Because I don't have any funny
I mean,
videos to play
my
in the background.
headspace is mostly in not even in politics anymore, but mainly just I like studying historical topics, and I'm kind of in my own world now, my own zone.
Well, I mean, the thing, and that's the best thing to be, right? So getting back to Uncle Ted real quick, like the thing is,
I think Uncle Ted has some cultural cachet, though. Like people like he's really big on TikTok right now. All like the Zoomies and Alfies kind of are revolting, I guess, against the whole industrialized world. Now they're kind of like scaling back.
but
Now. I think
they
there
won't
is
they
going
won't
to be.
be, but they
No,
won't be
are they going to go
favored
completely
vegans.
primitive? No, they're not going to be anarcho primitives.
Well, they don't have to be anarcho-primitives, but they're not going to believe in eugenics. They're not going to practice the shit that he
I
teaches.
think
It's just
eugenics is
being
coming
edgy.
back, though. Let me tell you, soft form of eugenics is coming back. And maybe this is like a bad take, but if you observe the incel community, which I know people groan, the incels are practicing eugenics a little bit. They're doing the whole smashing their face with hammers, doing the mewing, stuff like improving your health is really popular. Nootropics.
Oh shit! I never dropped the StreamYard link in the chat.
Nootropics is very popular. That is like age augmenting type of medication, and taking medication to be hyper focused, like Modafinil. All these things are like making a comeback. So it is like eugenics kind of boomeranging back into our modern day world, whether we want to
Yeah,
fight it.
but mewing and the
It is a
and the
form of eugenics.
hammering.
I think it's a form of eugenics. I think it's like people realizing that
Hmm.
there's like dysgenics and dysgenia all around, and they're trying to be eugenic. They're striving for it,
Hmm.
and you see this on the left and the right because leftists are starting to lift weights too. People don't realize leftists are lifting weights as well. They think all the left is soy boys, but there actually is a lot of leftists that are exercising and lifting weights and getting in shape. So like everybody's ditching the soy. Soy is kind of also a curse word on the left as well. So I mean, I don't know. I see things bouncing back. And whether people like it or not, eugenics originally was a progressive type of movement. It was not a right wing movement.
I didn't. Yeah, no. If I'm not mistaken,
That's what I tried. That's what I tried to argue with them about Margaret. Margaret Sanger was a progressive. Even like Madison Grant was a progressive.
Mhm.
I try to argue that with people. The people that spearheaded a lot of the eugenics movement, and even Charles Darwin's cousin, Sir Francis Galton, was a progressive. All these people were like progressives. George Bernard Shaw was a progressive. All these people like that would probably be considered like classical liberals or liberals today. They didn't support what they support now. It's like postmodernism, just kind of reformatted liberalism. And
Really?
people forget that.
I don't think people knew it.
Yeah, I mean, people have a very kind of they have a reductionist understanding of what these various different labels are, and I guess you have to have these absurdo reductum type of phrases for like the common people, because they don't read, they don't really study history, they don't look into these things.
Well, Bateman reading's gay.
Yeah, I know. Echoing Dingo there. Books are for fags, which I would agree. Books in the modern world are for fags, unfortunately, because it's mostly geared towards women and the Oprah
And their degenerate sexual fantasies.
Yeah, that's true. But there's, believe it or not, there's a bit of a comeback when it comes to lit as well. There's like alt lit scene that's coming back where people are breaking past the mold of the woke stereotype. So you're getting a lot of like counterculture, even in literature right now. But I mean, if people would read like good postmodern stuff, then they would not see it. Books are for fags.
If only they would have read Siege, am I right?
Well, I mean, believe it or not, Siege has a lot of good things in it, but it has a lot of bad things in it too.
Nah, bro.
Like Satanism.
I think it's just.
It doesn't have Satanism. That's not true. It doesn't. It does glorify like Charles Manson, and it does lead to the whole like weird school shooter subculture, which the true crime community latched on to Siege. But it does have a lot of good points. Most people don't follow it. It's like it actually can tell you how to stay out of prison, believe it or not, if you follow it. It's not. People think it's just go and be violent, be antisocial, but no. What they're saying is just check out of society and live your own way. Kind of like what they were saying in the the 60s and the 70s.
The MGTOW movement.
No, not MGTOW.
For racists.
It's not
fucking
MGTOW.
no Diddy, bitch. Get off me.
It's not MGTOW, but
so it's not MGTOW, but for racists.
No, it's not MGTOW for racist.
That's what it always seemed like to me.
No, it's not. It's because half the people that like promote Siege were mouth breathers.
Were retards.
It's not the fault of the book that the people that were promoting it were mouth breathers. If you read the book and you detach it from Mason, Mason was
a child loving pedophile.
He's not at. I'm not going to get into that argument, but
I will. He's a child loving pedophile. Old enough, and man literally said old enough to breed, old enough to bleed, old enough to breed. Didn't he marry? Didn't he marry like a 14-year-old?
No, he had relations with like a 16-year-old.
Yeah, so
Which
he's a
is weird.
pedophile. And you
It's
know
weird.
what's up with Nazis and pedophiles? I'll say
Yeah, that's
it.
true.
Fuck
But
it.
I mean, if you like cast a stone at Mason, you have to also look at all these weirdos online, these weirdo Nazis.
I
online.
do. I'm trying to trigger
It's
them.
pretty
Is why I'm
rampant.
saying it.
Believe it or not, bro, it's pretty rampant, and
Yeah,
it's like
in
embarrassing.
any dissident politics, it's rampant. That's why I hate these people. They're disgusting.
It's extremely rampant, and like even like the mainstream alt right people have these like weird debates about age of consent. Which usually, if I hear age of consent, I'm
I
like
just say you're a
pedo.
pedophile. Yeah, you're a fucking pedo.
Automatically. Well, I want to speak on something. The Epstein file was not released, and I think they're thumbing their nose at like the public with the Epstein stuff. I really do, because the Epstein stuff is a cover for sex trafficking and human trafficking that is going on legitimately. I can say that this is going on in my backyard. There's like elected officials that are, speaking of pedos, elected officials, cops, all of your city council, they're all like
They're in on it.
partaking. They're all partaking into like exploiting these younger girls. And a lot of people say probably I shouldn't bring that up because I sound like a feminist, but I don't. I have cousins, I have female cousins, and I don't want them to be exploited by.
There's nothing
people.
feminist. There is nothing feminist about protecting the young women
I don't want
of
them
your,
to be
of your
exploited
family
by.
or
I don't
or
want them
your
to be
tribe.
exploited. I don't want I don't want women in my community to be exploited by these rich fucks. I don't want these people to think they can just pluck out, all these like girls and just sex traffic them. I don't like that shit. And I'm not endorsing. I don't like these people that are glossing over this whole Epstein thing.
Well, they literally rickrolled the American people.
Yeah, they thumb their nose at us. Like, we all know that elected officials are a bunch of, it's the pedocracy. We all know that shit.
Yeah.
We all know it's going in DC, and it is not, by the way, it's sex trafficking. It doesn't just affect like girls. There's also like, younger boys that are getting.
It's not only in DC either.
I mean, it's all over. It's really in small towns and big cities and suburbs.
Yeah,
and
it's going on in your local backyard.
And it's not just like non-whites that are getting sex trafficked either. And I don't want non-whites.
This is the one time I say that that's irrelevant.
Yeah, I
Everybody's
agree.
being
I just want to emphasize that, to the audience. I don't know about your audience, but I don't want anybody to be sex trafficked.
It's a disgusting practice. Nobody should want that for anyone.
And a lot of it goes hand in hand with drugs.
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand with like fentanyl.
Can we kind of change the subject, because that's
all right.
That's kind of something that I personally had happen earlier this year. And
well, I want to say I think it's an important issue though, and I'm just like speaking my mind on it because I don't.
It is. But
I don't think it gets a lot of airtime. And I'll change the subject, but I don't. Yeah. I think the Epstein thing. I don't like how people's reaction.
Well, we can talk about the Epstein, but let's kind of like the human trafficking and drug thing kind of hits close to home.
Dude, you think it doesn't hit me? Like, it happened in my backyard. It happened.
But I had someone die from it recently. So
that's terrible. But I'm just saying it happens in my backyard, and the elected officials. They were doing it for like years. They were doing it since the fucking 70s.
Yeah, no, it's evil, and you should kill them. You should shoot them for it.
Oh, yeah. I want to say also to the audience, read Dave McGowan. Read Program to Kill. And you'll find out all about that. You'll find out how like the government covers that stuff up, and how they cover up a lot of things. The FBI does. And I'll just say that. All right. What do you want to talk about?
No, I mean, we can keep going. Fuck it. I mean, I ain't got to be sensitive about it forever.
But I'm just saying, read Dave McGowan's Program to Kill. And it'll teach you about like all of these scandals that happen. And it will make your blood boil. Especially stuff like the Dutroux affair and some of these other incidents that have occurred that these governments have just covered it up and glossed over it, and they say it doesn't exist. And these stupid like FBI profilers, they don't know how to properly profile people, and we're supposed to trust these people to keep us safe. And I think I'm kind of glad that the FBI is getting fucked fucked over. It's about time. It's about time also government employees got fucked over. Fuck government employees.
in particular.
Yeah. I'm
'Cause
sorry if you're a government employee, but
I'm
I think
not.
it's
Fuck you.
I think it's no, I think it's justified that you have to defend your job because I have to defend my job, you have to defend your job. Well, I don't have to defend my job because I actually do something of value for a living.
Well, no, that's the thing, bro. These people, the most these government employees, most
They
of
don't
them
do
are
anything.
well,
They don't do anything.
most of them are implicit in what goes on in the human trafficking world.
Well, I mean, not just that, but I mean, just like these clerical jobs where these people just push papers, and they revealed that Tulsi Gabbard revealed that these NSA freaks were just like sexting each other and wasting fucking time when they should have been paying attention to like legitimate security breaches. So much for
And
the
they
NSA, right?
Yeah, well, we knew that was
As
going on.
anti-American as I am, I'm glad that there's like at least some push to improve America.
Well, I mean, it
I'm
gives
glad
you
there's
hope.
a push. I'm glad there's a push, even though I don't like politicians. I don't like elected officials, but I think at least there's a push to like rearrange things.
Well, I mean,
And I appreciate that.
it gives you a reason to keep going on.
Absolutely, but I'm glad there's a push, and I'm glad they're getting some pushback up there. And I do like the Ukraine thing. I hope it ends because like Zelensky is just kidnapping people off the street and conscripting them to do war. He's conscripting people. There's all these like pro-Ukrainian WNs that talk about, oh, I'm pro-Ukraine because they're Nazis and Azov. Well, they don't realize these people are fake Nazis. A lot of the Azov were actually Antifa members. They don't tell you about that. I had to go to leftist media to learn that, by the way. I had to actually go to leftist media to learn that a lot of the people in Azov were actual Antifa members.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Some of them are. They were very loose with who they recruited. I'll just say that.
I think that was in the Ukrainian conflict to begin with.
Well, see what happened is Biden, Obama, all those people, they had business relationships with Ukraine, and so they were trying to protect their investment. And so now the spigot is like getting turned off to Ukraine because Ukraine has always been a glow state. CIA has always like had a vested interest in there because the Cold War, post World War II, they've always implemented like people there to spy on Russia. And I'm not pro-Russia either. Don't get it mistaken. I'm not pro-Russian, but Ukraine has no bearing on me. I don't care about Ukraine or Russia, but it seems like Zelensky doesn't want to be diplomat. He doesn't want to be diplomatic. So
well, no, Trump. Yeah, Trump called him out for that.
And you know what? They should thank us. Like the arrogance of these Ukrainians. There was a conference, the Captive Nations Conference, which is an anti-communist conference that's been going on since the Cold War. They had some general up there, some Ukrainian general up there saying the Americans should care about Ukraine and, we're not doing enough for them, even though we're like pouring money into their infrastructure.
They want Americans to die for them. That's what they want.
Without us, Ukraine would be like sub-Saharan Africa. It would just be controlled by oligarchs. It would just be chaos over there.
Well,
so I don't want all these.
They want us to die for them.
All these stupid people talk about Muscovites. Okay, I don't give a shit about all that. That has nothing to do with me. If you're from the Balkans or you're from like Bulgaria or whatever, I don't care. You solve that. You solve Russia invading your spaces or whatever. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't care. I care about America. I care about white Americans. I don't give a shit about like. Listen. I don't want anyone to suffer unnecessary, suffering. But you have autonomy.
I don't know, man. It's the Balkans. They're retarded.
That's true. They are backwards. No shade to the Balkans.
I have a guy from that region. He's actually a pretty cool dude. Highly intelligent.
Everybody hates the Serbians. Everybody hates Albanians. I learned all this from talking to people in the Balkans and talking to various different people all across the Eastern Bloc. They all hate Russians. They think Russia is going to be this big imperial power. Which, Russia has a lot of like internal problems, just like China has internal problems.
Yeah.
But the way China is like waging war with America, it's mainly through finance. It's mainly through currency. That's their big warfare. They're doing currency warfare. That's always been their strategy.
Somebody asked me to play the Walmart is racist song about 10 minutes ago. Or not the Walmart is not the song, but Walmart is racist. So let me look that up.
How's Walmart racist?
I guess we're gonna see.
I think it's racist against white people because it makes white people look foolish.
Oh, I see what he's talking about. Oh my lord! Hold on. This is what my friend from my Arkansas Kang friend wants us to.
I want to say also that Wignat content sucks. I want to go on the record and say that. Wignats need to be diversify their content.
Wignats need to diversify their content.
Yeah, it's boring. It's like the same old shit. It's like niggers beating up white people. It's talking about the Jews. I mean, that's like all the Wignat stream. Blacks getting tased by cops.
Yeah, it's old and boring and retarded.
Like, bro, I saw that stuff in 2016.
Nah,
I'm tired of it. Colin Flaherty like ran that shit in the ground.
I mean, what does that have to do with anything?
What have to do with anything?
Smith Dub said, I've never actually seen this video. I've never actually seen this video. That is fucking wild. I've never actually seen that video. Holy shit. Wow.
And I want to say also to all the incels out there, like 60% of incels are autistic. And also big narcissist.
This is true.
That's what I learned from watching incel content. They think the world revolves around them and their lack of getting bitches. Well, I mean, I hate to break it to you, bro. Excess males exist.
I mean, it is ultimately what it is.
Yeah, excess males exist. It's a real thing. It's unfortunate, but it's a consequence of
I just want to know
society.
I just want to know what that has to do with anything.
What has to do with anything?
Trump being born, or Oracle owner born 666 days before Trump.
Oh, was that some fancy gematria?
Yeah.
No, we can't. No.
Well, I'm not talking about gematria, but I'm just saying, is that what that is?
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah, hold on.
Gematria.
I have a song that I made.
Are we doing like Wignat astrology?
Fuck no, we're not Wignats. First off,
Wignat.
Second off, nah, bro, I hate Wignats. I'm gonna be real.
I don't hate them. I just think a lot of them are misguided. A lot of them are like just angry for no reason.
I think they're retarded.
Like I used to think they were justified, but man, they've been angry since 2016.
Look, man, I created this song using AI because AI is based.
No, I don't know about that.
And I think it was hilarious.
Broken calculator. No.
Geometry, why'd you leave me? Numbers fall apart and I can't see. Broken calculator marks my feet. Hands up in this mystery. Zach, my beds are crumbling down. Polly's in the air like shattered crowns. Empty tickets on the ground. No winning signs, no cheering sound.
Are they talking about lottery tickets?
Nah, did you watch that debate with you watched that debate with him and Andrew in the Crucible with Zach and Andrew?
Who did he debate?
Andrew debated Zach, the Gematrian, which is on screen, and he kept asking him for like a miniature prediction, so they could put Gematria to the test. And he was kept talking about a calculator, and I'm just like, all right.
Oh, you're talking? Are you talking about that dude that like hangs around Zerka? The numerology dude, the Jewish guy that hangs around Zerka. You talking about him?
I don't think so.
Because there's like some numerology Jew that hangs around Zerka.
I search for answers in the skies, but zeros and ones they tell no lies.
Binary numbers. I unironically like complex math. I'm a nerd like that. I like it. I like linear algebra. I like calculus.
I don't know, man. He just got BTFO'd, and I hate Andrew.
Andrew got BTFO'd? Or
No, Zachary got BTFO'd.
Yeah, me and Andrew don't get along. We've had some run-ins. But that was the old me. Truth be told, I'd probably go on the Crucible if I could find somebody to get on there.
Okay, I'll let you up in a minute, bud. I don't know who you are, so I gotta.
He's got his camera on, so I'll say that. That's a good start.
You're on. What's
I see Andrew on the Whatever podcast all the time.
What's up, Smith Dub?
What's up? How's it going?
What's up? How you doing? Oh, you don't have a wrench. You should have a wrench on my channel.
Yeah, I had a wrench.
Oh, you got one.
Is this guy a Kang? Is this guy a Kang?
A Kang?
Yeah.
No, that's a good guess though there. So that's the Shriner's monkey. And a monkey has the symbols there.
I don't know. I'm not paying attention to the screen, bro. I'm just judging you by your accent. But you don't sound black, so I don't know unless you're like a really white presenting black dude.
What the fuck?
I don't know what happened there. I think my thing went off.
You sound like you're white dude, probably from the Midwest, if I could guess.
Pacific Northwest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have a generic accent.
So, are you here to school us on Gematria today?
No, I don't do that because it's fake and gay.
What do you think about Pythagoras?
Awesome.
What do you think about Pythagoras?
You need to be picking up every item you can, dude.
Do you have an opinion about Pythagoras?
I'm trying.
Well, this one dude is a Kang that was speaking.
No, that's not a Kang. That's my buddy Jay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he thinks I'm black because of my accent. He thinks I have a black
Got a
accent.
That's the Puerto Rican.
But he said that to multiple people I've seen so far on stream.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, they're even like white presenting blacks have a black accent. I'm not hating.
I mean, I wasn't saying you were hating. I just made an
Bateman is anything but a hater.
I didn't insinuate.
I like ghetto black people.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
And I get along with ghetto black people. I've lived around them. I don't live around them now.
I'm not saying I don't get along with them.
I don't live around them now because I'm too old to really kick it with them. You know.
Bateman said he ain't a young nigga no more.
I'm not a YN, so I can't kick it with them anymore.
By the way, Muslim, when you see that red flash, you have to dodge it. You can't parry it.
I can't slide anymore.
Yeah, I know. I just suck at the game.
Are you ever too old to slide in the hood? Is there a time when like you should give up like gangster, not be a gangster?
I mean, look at the OGs. They don't stop.
Yeah,
That's the reason why they call themselves that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Bro, I know some
Stop.
dudes who are like in their
still
60s
slide?
who are banging.
No
I know
way.
some dudes in their 60s. I'm
No,
dead
there's no way
serious.
a 60-year-old can hold a.
My
fucking-
girl's
Still
my
banging.
so my girl's mom fucks with a dude who's like that. He's a
Are
man.
we
He's
talking
an
about,
alcoholic.
dude? Are we talking about like Ohio? You're from Ohio, right?
No, I'm from PA.
Oh, PA. Okay. Are we talking about like? We talking about Philly?
I mean, we're outside of Philly, so
I mean, Philly is gutter, bro. Like that's gutter.
I mean, I'm not. I mean,
Bro.
I hate that fucking city so much, dude. I fucking hate that city.
Really?
I'd be okay with us. I would be
Bro,
okay
hey,
if
Could you take me,
if that
bro?
one
Could
got
you
wiped
take
off
me
the
to
map.
like Kensington so I can go kick it with Skrilla?
Why would
I
you
wanna
want?
kick it
So what? Do you want? We want to breathe in hepatitis? Is that it?
Bro, I want to kick it with Skrilla. I want to go and.
He wants to go on a jungle safari.
No, I like
Ugh.
Skrilla. I want to go. I want to be Brian Buckingham. I want to steal Brian Buckingham's crown.
Be
I
sure
wanna
that you
be
wear
like-
like thick boots, just in case you don't step on a fucking AIDS needle.
Well, yeah, of course I wear work boots, but or like I'll wear some Timbs or something. I know it's probably out of style now.
No, it's not. Timbs are never out of style, dude.
Timbs are like still in style.
Yeah. You kidding
Really?
me?
I
All you
didn't
gotta do
know
is
that-
go to any urban inner city environment. You're gonna see somebody walking.
They don't
with
wear
Timbs.
Timbs in the South. They don't wear Timbs.
Yeah,
in
they
the South.
do.
I don't know. I don't know where you're
Not
from.
really.
They wear them in Savannah all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I
Who
thought
the
they
fuck
were.
told
Like,
you Timbs were out of style, bro? Who told you Timbs were out of style?
I mean, listen. I just don't see people like rocking the Timbs like they used to.
And you gotta make
Hey,
sure
this is
they're
a good time
untied.
for me to- Hey, bro, my phone keeps timing out when I was talking. I don't need to re-answer that question, but this is a good time for me to drop into the Orthodox channel. Yeah, I don't know. When you're talking about shoes, first millionaire athlete, Jordan, known for his all-mocking tongue. This is why Zach.
Personally, bro, I'm an Air Force One type of dude.
Woo, does that bore? Hey, does that bore you, dude? You don't like the
Bro,
false idol worship? You don't
I
like the golden
like
bull
Air
worship of your false idol, Michael Jordan?
like-
So
I
I know
like
you were. Hold on, Bateman. Hold on. I know you're referring to me, and that was
Yeah,
actually a
you're young,
legitimate
bro.
yawn. That was a legitimate yawn because I just got home.
Yeah.
So
He
that
is
wasn't
a
fake yawn.
true Hispanic man. He works every day, all day.
God, he doesn't sound Hispanic though, bro.
It's because, man, like I told you, I was raised in the hood in the States. So I mean, like
Where in
if
the
I
hood
was-
were you raised though, bro?
So
In the
I'm
black
originally
part.
I'm originally from Connecticut.
Oh, you're from Newport. You're from Newport.
No, Bridgeport.
Oh, Bridgeport.
You mean,
Okay.
you mean Bridgeport? And
Yeah, my
Bridgeport
bad.
is
Yeah, Bridgeport.
Bridgeport is mostly Hispanic.
Yeah, of course. It's mostly
somewhat black.
Ricans and blacks. I know, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
lived in
So
New York City. I lived
and
in
you
New
gotta
York
think-
City for like 3 years. I know.
Okay, so then you understand. So that's why I don't have like a thick like Hispanic accent
Okay.
like that.
To be fair,
mean-
Bateman's quite frequently said I have a black scent too. So
I think it's because you said yourself that you used to live among a black family in your youth.
I mean,
so-
listen. If you're poor and you're white and you're in the South, you probably
black.
You're
You're
probably
black.
going to like be around black people.
Bateman, let me ask you this: did you ever classify yourself as a Wignat back in the day?
don't
not really.
lie. Don't lie.
No.
Don't you
no.
lie.
I never liked that term.
Well, I just asked if you classified. So you never classified
No,
yourself
I
as
never.
that?
No, I never liked it because I know where it originated.
It's a derogatory term.
No, actually, it didn't start out as derogatory, but Ricky Vaughn made it derogatory.
Oh.
Ricky Vaughn is the guy. It started with this guy named Blake Luca, who nobody knows anymore, who's dead. Rest in peace.
Hey,
But
Muslim, I want to give you. Go ahead, my
He
fault.
said like Wigger nationalism, and then I guess all of the uppity kind of Republican alt-right types didn't like these white trash kind of being a part of their collective. They wanted to only use the white trash, to spread their message, as long as they kept in line, and they were just complacent and complicit to all of the company line. So it was just a slur for like white trash people that were
Okay.
WNs.
I mean, the connotation I get now is that it's not treated as an insult. It's almost worn as if like it's a title.
Something
It
I
is.
like, Matt.
It is, bro, but I mean, I don't like it though. I've never liked it.
Okay.
I can't-
Here's the thing about it. Here's the thing
We've
about it.
never
If
liked
you
it.
can call me anything. You can call me anything. It's it's just
No,
That's what I
Well,
answer.
that's not what I
yourself,
mean.
or-
Because I wasn't trying to say it as derogatory. I was asking me if you ever classified yourself as that.
No, I don't think
Because-
so. I was an accelerationist. Okay, I was an accelerationist. I was an extremist. Only because I like extreme politics. Like when I was a leftist and a Marxist, I was an extremist. And when
Well,
I
take Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go
No,
ahead.
no, I'm sorry.
man.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying I like extreme politics. I like revolutionary politics.
Don't take this the wrong way, but like just the vibe I've gotten with you so far is that you seem to
Mhm.
date outside your race a lot.
No,
I
I
get
don't.
that vibe.
I don't.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
But I'm not going to pass up a Latina or a Hapa or like a nice looking Asian girl.
Oh, so you don't dwell in the dark ever.
But I would
It's not-
say
get
I
that.
would no, I really don't like black girls. But here's the
Okay.
thing. Here's the thing though. I'm not going to say they're all ugly. If they look like Rihanna or something, you know, some of them can look nice.
Men prefer sexy red.
Oh fuck, sexy red.
You know what though? Here's the thing. If Sexy Red didn't make herself look like fucking trash, she probably would be pretty.
Not really. Nah,
No.
nah,
I mean,
bro.
what fucks her
there's
up is the
porno-
fake hair. And,
Bro, there's
ahead.
pornos of her like
I've never
fucking.
I've never
and
seen her.
She's not fine without her makeup.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you seen
You know, I'm
Glorilla?
gonna dip out, man. I'm
Bro,
gonna
have
dip
you
out, man. There's no Orthodox here. I just wanted to share about the Ox, which is Jordan the Bull, the Golden Bull, the Bulls, the two bulls from
Yeah,
Chicago.
well, go,
You guys don't want to hear that.
go ahead. Go
Yeah, I don't
ahead,
care,
man.
bro. Go ahead, man. You got the floor.
Hey, go ahead.
Well, it's
You
in the
gotta
beginning
say
was the word. The
something
word
around
was.
Is this the dude from
This
last
is
night? The one who was-
60799.
Is this the dude from last night, Muslim? The
Alright.
dude who's
No,
driving
no,
on
let
the stream
him,
last
let
night?
him speak.
No, and who's calling who Muslim? Who's calling who Muslim? Muslims are disgusting.
Bismillah.
Translates to the. You guys want to hear this? You might not know this.
Yalla.
Yeah, go ahead.
The word mask in Arabic.
Masjid, you're gonna
Okay, there's no Orthodox. But in the beginning was the word. The word was with God, and the word was God. That word for word is logos. Jordan
Yes.
is the logos, the original logo.
You know
Yeah,
that.
you guys can't handle it. I'll dip out. I got my own 1,000 sub channel. Look at my
Are you
back
kidding me,
so I'll
bro?
dip out.
I mean, people in here probably could run circles around theology, running around circles.
Yeah, I know. I could. Like, I'm not trying to shit on the.
We've
guy.
heard all the logo stuff from Imams or Jones and all these other people, Nick Fuentes. We've heard that. shit.
It's
Honestly,
not-
that guy was just killing the vibe, man. Because I enjoyed just watching the Space Marine gameplay. I'm like, why is this guy talking religion? I thought we were doing a chill stream.
I thought so too.
Yeah, nah. Like, I'm not. I don't care about.
Well, I mean, if he
certain
wants to
guys
speak,
either.
bro, I mean, speak. You're not making any like no
You gotta
disrespect.
speak up. Plus his
But
phone.
bro, you're not making any sense. You're just saying bull, 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 bull,
Well,
bull,
wait,
bull,
well,
bull, bull, bull.
the
Speak.
thing is, like, for one, I'm Orthodox Christian. There's another Orthodox guy who might be coming up.
My
later
girlfriend
tonight.
is Russian Orthodox. I'm not.
Like, I'm not gonna talk, and I'm not gonna talk religion with schizoids.
Oh, you're
like,
asking my type. What should I call the Puerto Rican guy?
Oh, it's Jay, bro. My
Jay,
name's
okay.
only one letter, bro.
Bro, I'm sorry. I don't know people on the stream that well. So
It's all good. It's all. No, I mean, the only
Jay,
reason why
Jay,
is
my
the only-
type. No, listen.
Go ahead.
My type is I like Eastern Euro girls now because I have a girlfriend that is from Russia.
he said,
Mexican
"Holding a
women are
heartbeat optional."
I
Heart-
like
heartbeat option.
Eastern Bloc.
Yeah,
I like
don't-
Eastern Bloc girls. But I tell you one thing about Eastern Bloc girls, you got to be really stern with them though. You
Yeah, they
can't
need to
be like a
spanked.
pushover.
They need to be beaten.
You can't be a pushover because they're used to like really rough men in their culture. They're
Mhm.
not like American broads. I tell you that. They're
So-
they remind me a lot like Southern and Appalachian women, but they're a little bit rough around the edges. They're prettier though.
Can they take a punch though? That's the real question.
Yes, they can. I wouldn't know that because I don't beat women, but yeah, they can.
I mean,
Hey, blow up the canister. Blow up the canister, Muslim. Blow up the canister.
where's it at? I don't know where it's at.
Behind you. Actually,
Oh,
probably won't
behind
matter
me?
now. The swarm already. Yeah, actually, there's one in front of you now, but it's all good.
Can you kill it with fire?
Hell yeah, you can kill it with fire, but I'm just gonna say hit the canister
They,
with the
they have a
flame.
lot of
so that way-
Russian Orthodox
so that way it'll blow
people
up.
have a lot of weird beliefs about the end times, like eschatological type of beliefs. Like they believe in a lot of weird beliefs. A lot of their religion is they have a lot of holdovers from Gnosticism. They put a lot of emphasis in Theodosis, but I don't want to really get into that.
No, I don't blame you. I just
I
thought
remember,
I found it-
I remember
you
when
wanna
we
hear-
used to have religion streams.
If you want to hear about that, you have to go on my Patreon.
I got you. Patreon's the shit.
Yeah, it is.
Brother, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, like,
I'm not
if you're
giving out
gonna-
any. I'm not giving out any like really valuable knowledge for free anymore because I've learned.
I
Your
don't blame
research needs to go behind a Patreon. Don't give out your information for free. Make these people work for it. Make these
Or
people
pay for
read
it.
or pay. Yeah, because that's the way
There's nothing wrong
America
with
is.
that. There's nothing wrong with that. You're providing a service. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sorry.
Don't
Information
fuck that.
is
Don't be
a
sorry.
commodity.
No, that's business.
Information is a commodity.
Exactly, that's business. You don't gotta be sorry for shit.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck that
But
noise,
that's
bro.
not grifting, by the way. It's not grifting. If you do research and like you extract information and have novel insights, it's not grifting. It's grifting.
Bro, grifting has a negative connotation for no reason.
My
honestly.
personal opinion, grifting is when you're in a political movement, it's a mass movement, and you're trying to put a paywall on that because I think that's unfair. Like if you're in any
That
kind of
is
mass
grifting.
movement,
Man, canister right
That's
there.
grifting.
Canister right there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
grifting.
what I'm looking for.
I don't think WN should grift. Like I think it's unfair that they grift. But they
If you're
You got
trying
that.
to build a mass movement, grifting is retarded.
hmm I know.
I think the only thing that if you need money to like, if you're trying to massively mobilize people, I don't see anything wrong with that. If that's where the
Yeah, but it
mobilization
better go
comes.
into something. You better
Yeah.
show receipts. Don't be like TRS. Arrest these people. They never showed receipts.
Yeah, they never showed receipts, bro. And now TRS is no more. Haha, look at
Yeah,
that.
that's
Crazy.
why nobody likes it.
Yep.
Fuck it up.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Look, sub dub. Like, if you want to have a religious debate or talk, we can set that up. But I'm not gonna sit here and debate schizos on my chill stream and on my panel.
Are you calling
Where-
him a schizo? Is it
Yes,
schizo?
because no, he's doing that bullshit. I forget what fallacy it's called.
You know, it's like it reminds me of like the
no,
Nation of Islam and
it's literally. Hold on, wait.
Dodge, dodge,
arm
dodge.
like a head, arm
It's
like a head.
literally. It's literally fucking schizoid shit. It's like Wignat. If he was a Wignat, he'd be go, man, this is real.
I think
real?
Wignats
It's
are
real.
Wignats have a lot in common with
Be prepared to dodge. Be prepared to dodge.
Oh shit,
I'm
they're
tell
trying
you.
to tell me.
You know, when people used to say we was kings and stuff, now Wignats have turned to the real stuff and esoteric Nazism. They're like 5%ers now. They're like racist
What?
5%ers now.
Really?
Yes,
That's hilarious.
So what? So we was Hyperboreans and shit?
Yeah,
Yes.
we was
we
Hyperboreans and
were
shit, bro.
Atlanteans and shit.
Which, you know, if you want to believe in that stuff, if you want to make your own white Nuwambian 5%er cult, you know, make it cool. If you want to just read
White-
Miguel Serrano and just
White
spout
Panda.
about Hyperborean and all that other esoteric stuff, there is a place for that. I like that stuff, actually. But, you know, honestly, just acknowledge what it is. Because the whole Vril stuff doesn't even have any historical context.
What if
No,
that's beyond the ice wall?
Beyond Alaska's the ice wall.
Beyond, I'm gonna create a new series called Beyond the Ice Wall.
Yeah, you should.
And you should make it to where that's where the Nazis were treated after World War II. And,
I
you know,
want
all
to
they
actually, I actually want to talk about esoteric Nazism sometime, but have a.
That seems like it would be a
civilized-
rumble stream. In all fairness.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
definitely a
No,
rumble
no.
stream.
I don't. I want to be civilized about it.
I understand, but YouTube is still YouTube.
No, I want. You know, maybe you can regulate it. I don't know, but
Listen, I don't mind. Listen, I wouldn't mind being part of a stream like that. But the thing is, because YouTube is just so finicky.
because like some of
people
these
try
people
to-
have never read, like they've never read Miguel Serrano. They've never looked into esoteric Nazism like I have, and I'm not. There's a lot of people that have. You know, so like I think your prerequisite for that is you should at least be acquainted with some of the knowledge. Don't just spout out stuff about Maria Orsak or Vril or like the Nordic aliens, Albadarians, and all that other stuff.
You said Nordic aliens.
Yeah, there is, like, Nordic aliens, yeah. It's interesting. I think it's interesting stuff. Just for the mythos that's involved in it is interesting.
Yeah. Do they also follow the story of the war between the Anunnaki and Puthe Dodaman?
Yeah, they actually do weave that in.
Jay,
Oh,
I didn't
really?
know you knew. I didn't know
Yeah.
you actually knew about this stuff.
They
Bro,
think
listen.
the Anunnaki
I bet y'all
were,
don't even know about the. I bet y'all don't even know about the Emerald Tablets.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
know
yes,
about
I know
that.
about the Emerald
Of course, bro.
tablets.
Oh, okay.
I know
Never
about
mind.
That's
I know-
basic.
Bro, I know about the Corpus Hermeticum. I know about Rosicrucianism. I know about all that.
And
I studied all that.
the coming of
That's in
those
my
who-
Patreon. That's in my
Look,
Patreon.
look, look, but do you know about the Grand Hyper Korean Space War? Is the real question.
I don't.
Grand
That's the
Hyper
one.
Korean Space War.
That's a real conspiracy, by the way.
That is some new shit. I will admit to not knowing that.
Okay,
and if
so-
it is, that's
so-
amazing.
You go into. By the way, I don't want to interrupt you, but like if you go into UFO lore, a lot of ufology has been orchestrated by the CIA. Believe it or not,
I can believe that.
there is a lot of like subversive elements in ufology. For whatever reason, the government took interest in ufology, and they used to send all these spooks to these ufology conferences. So even people like Stephen Greer are like sus, in my opinion. But I mean, that's a whole nother topic.
Amazing. Amazing.
There's also a guy named Jacques Vallée, which is probably the most grounded ufologist you could ever read. I think even like Reza Giorgiani and Uber Boyo have a conversation about, which by the way, I had a chance to meet Giorgiani. Giorgiani is actually in my circles now, believe it or not.
Really?
He's like kind of moving esoteric circles now. He's like going to like Gnostic conferences now.
That's crazy. Real equals white people magic. That is true, Garion. That is true.
Gary, and you should join panel, Bubba.
I like you guys can have your melanin is literally.
That's right. We are. I mean, you want to be a white 5%er. You want to be a white Nawambian, which is what
Is that what it's called? Nwambian?
No, Nawambian is like, you don't know about the Nawambians?
That I don't know. Oh.
There was a
I'm
guy
sorry,
named
I'm not-
Malachi York. He's a black. Nawambians are blacks. They built this place called Tamaray in Georgia, and this guy got busted. I think he got busted on pedophilia charges.
Oh.
Yeah,
Bruh.
bro. They claim
This
he got
sector of
set
the
up.
internet is fast. This sector of the internet is truly fascinating.
I just.
What is it with racists and pedophilia in general?
I don't know, man.
don't
It's
get
even
it.
true in amongst the black races too.
Yeah,
Yeah, like-
I think it's because a lot of these topics are thrown into the darker parts of the internet, and therefore also the pedophiles are also there as well.
I
So
mean,
kinda
there's
like
something
that
about
sort of
science
thing.
fiction too that attracts pedos. Unfortunately,
That's true. That's true. As well.
That's such a shame.
It really is a shame because science fiction.
libertarians.
Sci-fi is great.
too.
We should
Yeah,
kill
sci-fi's-
them.
Yeah, we should.
I
kill-
agree.
We should
I
kill
agree.
pedophiles.
We
Yes,
should. Yeah, we should.
yes.
And YouTube, if you have a
Some
problem with that,
brains-
then you're fucking
some brains
weird.
were made for bullets.
Yeah.
Unironically, YouTube, if that gets me a strike, if that's considered hate speech, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna think you're one of them. Just saying.
Yep. If
Or that you're an ally at the very
if you-
least.
Oh,
if you
man.
saying that we
Bro,
should
I don't- I'm gonna
Bro,
be
they've
real.
done it before.
execute
I'm gonna be real.
pedophiles.
I think that being a pedophile ally is worse than being a pedophile.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
They get the rope.
I mean,
Are you guys in favor of? Are you guys in favor of pedophile executions by the old school biblical manner?
millstone?
stoning?
Yes.
Mills,
Stoning?
yeah, stonings. Don't they still
Yeah.
do that in like
Why not?
Arab countries?
Yes. They do it in Saudi Arabia.
Can we give them a millstone?
Millstone,
Yeah,
Like
left
let
around
them
their neck,
drown? Because
drop them in
that
the
seems
ocean.
like it would hurt.
Drop them in the Atlantic.
Or
you could have-
a lake in Minnesota too. That works too. I mean,
Yeah.
You could have old school. You could have old school stoning and let the people who get the job done be MLB pitchers.
Hey, that works.
I really want to know. There's like something interesting going on in the black community though. Is that they're really turning against a lot of the progressivism stuff, like the pause. Like there's like a big, like it's funny to hear people like Vlad, that interviewer guy, go on there and talk all this progressive stuff, and most of the rappers that he interviews, they're all against it. Like every one of them are against it, and like he's like spouting this progressive nonsense, and they're like, they just
He's
go
a
on there
white
just to
liberal.
get a check. He's a Jewish guy, but
Well,
they just go on there and get a check, you know.
Yeah,
and
close enough.
White liberal Jew.
He's a Ukrainian Jew, but
oh, the double whammy.
yeah, I know.
sorry.
All
By the
right,
way,
guys, hold on. You're making me bust it out.
By the way, Vlad's descendants, he got kicked out of Ukraine when Stalin took in power. I just want to put that in there. So
Of
did Ayn
course.
Rand's.
Ayn Rand. Oh
Yes,
my
Ayn
God.
Rand's family got kicked out too
Wait,
Oh,
in
no.
Russia.
is Ayn Rand
God save-
Jewish? Is Ayn Rand Jewish?
Yes.
She's of
I
the tribe,
did
yeah.
not know that.
What?
How did
You
I
didn't know? You
not
didn't know Ayn
Bruh.
Rand? You didn't know Ayn Rand was a member of the
Bro,
tribe?
I mean, most of the libertarians. Walter Block is a Jew.
Oh my
Like what is that
God.
other guy? Rothbard. Murray Rothbard is a
just-
Jew.
I just thought
All
they
the
were
Chosenites.
retarded. I just thought they were retarded.
God save Israel, by the way.
God save Israel.
I don't
God's
think
chosen
von
people.
Mises was a Jew, but he did get lynched. He did almost get lynched though.
Pumpkin, you can only have someone be so retarded before it actually just becomes a thing.
I mean, we're probably gonna have somebody like argue about the merits of Austrian economics. I know that's on the horizon.
Please God.
Somebody
no,
out
please
there
God,
is
no, please
wants to
God, no,
argue
please
about
God, no.
Austrian economics.
Look, I
Oh my
like
God.
Austrian economics, all right?
Oh, okay. You like von Mises?
No.
Orthodox, I am taking back my statement.
I love Austrian economics. Oh, the Rwandan guy is here. What's up, man?
What's up?
The Hamite is here.
I do
You know
not
your
want to.
people are considered Hamites.
Yeah, I know. We also have like magical melanin
Are
that's
you like
worth
tall? Are you, like,
$10,000.
tall?
I'm
'Cause
6.
Rwandans are usually,
Yeah, I'm like
Rwandans are usually tall.
I'm 6'1".
They're not good at basketball though.
Nah, we kind of suck at it.
Gary, and wait, you have magical melanin.
You know what's
that's
funny
worth
is that
I
like,
mean, according to
Angola and those
Tariq
African
Nasheed,
teams,
yeah.
they play those African like teams. They play like American teams. So they get cooked every time.
Yeah, no, we're built more for soccer than
They're gonna go to the
basketball.
Are you guys good at like soccer?
Rwanda? Yeah, we're okay. Our team is
Okay.
okay.
You guys better than Brazilians?
Oh yeah, definitely. They fucking
All right.
suck.
Do they? They always had a good team.
They have good teams because they got a lot of black immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take their,
Yeah, but one of their best soccer players was like Ronaldo, right?
Ronaldo was from Portugal.
Yeah, he's from
Yeah,
Portugal.
he was not a black
Yeah.
guy. From,
Yeah, I know that. No, I'm talking about like their team in general. Yeah, there's some standouts out there, but like when you
I mean, they
take
had
native,
Pele.
like native Brazilians, most of them suck.
What
They're
if we
good at
just
jiu-jitsu though. Like they're
what
good
if
at
we
like
just-
MMA.
What if we
At
just
least, yeah.
build a wall? We build a wall around Brazil. What if we just do that?
They'll find a way to get under it. To be fair,
Bro, Brazilians
Bro,
are
there's a
ruthless.
natural wall. It's called the
Bro,
Amazon.
Brazilians are ruthless,
Yeah.
bro. They're ruthless. I've seen the City of God. Those motherfuckers are gangster.
The favela crews.
Man, those people are gangster, man. Like you guys ever seen City of God? That
Yeah.
like,
That's a fucking
Man.
wild movie. It's a wild movie.
man. That little dude, little Zay, he was just like fucking drilling. He was like the King Von of Brazil, just fucking drilling.
speaking of Brazil, I think Carnival's coming up.
Man, they got a lot of troons down there.
Yeah, they do. Got a lot of bad bitches though. I think it evens out.
Oh yeah, I heard that's a black man's heaven down there. All the blacks
Yeah.
go down there.
Yeah, they do.
And Dominican Republic. That's like where all the foundational black Americans go down there, and
Them and the passport bros. Yes.
they go down there and snatch all the light skinned Dominicans, Dominicanos.
Sasua is the spot. Sasua is the spot.
So it is the spot.
Yeah, but I heard that there's like a big explosion of HIV down that way. So
Yeah, because all the unprotected sex, they get too freaky down there.
passport bros, man, they don't know how to fucking have fun in a smart way. That's why I tell these dudes, man, you
I
go
don't.
on
I
these
think all the
fucking
white dudes.
passport
No,
are like,
tours.
I don't
white
think
dudes
it. I
like
don't think it's the
passport.
passport bros per se.
I think it's sex tourism in general. That's what
Oh
I
shit,
think.
my phone's at 5%.
All the white dudes like to go to the jungle Asian countries,
Especially
I mean-
British guys.
I mean, yeah.
and Australians. They like to go to the jungle Asian places.
All right, we ain't gonna talk shit on jungle Asians. All right.
No, we are gonna talk. We're gonna talk shit about them, bro.
I mean, I did just
Yeah,
get
we
done
will.
watching a documentary on Asian people eating a snake. So,
A snake? Well, that's the fucking worst of what they eat. What are we talking about, bro?
Let me ask the panel. What's in your guys' rotation for music? Just curious.
mainly rap and rock.
Like what though? Like what do you listen to? Like,
Disturbed, Limp Bizkit, a lot of their older stuff.
What about like rap? What's your?
Probably Lil Boosie, 50 Cent.
Okay.
I don't know if Drake counts as a rapper, but his old stuff counted as rap. His new stuff
Yeah,
is kind of
Where are you
now.
on the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake?
I don't give a shit about either one of them.
Oh, okay. All right.
I like 2 of Kendrick's songs in Euphoria, and that's about
I
it.
always thought like Kendrick was kind of corny, but it's my opinion.
I do respect his work ethic when he was making the albums. That dude put it out at least 8 songs
I mean,
a day.
that's not my type of rap music. I like King Von and drill music personally.
I don't listen to rap.
What do you listen to?
Country
I listen.
rock.
Yeah, I listen to
Zach
a lot of
Brown?
country, but more
You
outlaw
big Zach
country.
Brown? You big Zach Brown?
No, more like Culture Wall.
Okay.
Luke Bryan.
Oh, Luke Bryan's real nice.
Yeah.
I like-
Wow, the Rwandan listens to country.
Yeah, I listen to Luke Combs every now and then. Yeah, he's pretty good.
I like alt country. I mean, I like the alt country stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm talking about. Like outlaw country, alt country. I really a big fan of bluegrass as well.
Oh man, you're like my dad. He listens to that shit.
I love bluegrass,
I
bro.
used to hate that stuff growing up. You know,
Dude,
listen
you
to
have
that shit.
you have to respect the banjo, bro. There's something about the banjo it just hits different.
It
dude.
was embarrassing to me growing up, but I have appreciation for it now.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
talking about
embarrassed. I was embarrassed. I mean, I've been embarrassed of my Appalachian roots, you know, kind of for a long time.
maybe it's a genetic thing. I don't know.
I'm a self-hating Appalachian.
My family was originally landed in
But at the
West
same
Virginia,
time,
so.
I wear Appalachia on my back. I don't like people talking shit, but like it's like sort of like ghetto black people. You know, they don't like talking shit.
Mhm.
You know, I feel that way about Appalachia. It's like I can
Yeah.
talk shit about them, but you can't.
Yeah. Yeah, my family originally landed in West Virginia, so maybe it's a genetic thing. I
Oh,
don't know.
boy.
But I really
It is.
enjoy that fucking bluegrass, dude. I really enjoy it. But I grew up in Washington State. That's what doesn't make any sense.
You like Little Boosie? I mean, what do you think is good from Little Boosie?
Mainly his older album. What was the name of that one album? Hold on, I'm gonna have to look it up because it was one of Little Boosie's early 2003 albums.
Oh, okay.
His new stuff, kind of it's kind of mid.
I like certain rap songs though, like "Story of OJ."
I don't like Jay-Z.
Which one was it called? Oh yeah, Mind of a Maniac. That was it. That
Oh,
one. That
okay.
was my favorite album. I was gonna say I don't remember the name, but I will recognize the cover. Betrayed was also pretty good. His 2010 album.
All right. I don't know. Rap music kind of fell off.
Yeah, it fell off hard.
It's never really been appealing to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it's
still
fine.
like,
It's not for
I like
everybody.
drill. That's what I like.
I can't. I don't get drill at
And
all.
I like Memphis rap too. I like Memphis rap. What's the name of that Memphis rapper that got killed getting cookies? Fuck,
I
what's his
don't
name?
know. I don't know, bro.
I was asking like people that would.
Yeah, I don't think I know either.
Damn, Young Dolph. Young Dolph, I like him.
Young Adolf. I'm sorry, Young Dolph.
Yeah,
yeah,
his name.
Young Dolph. Yeah, that's his name. I do
My
like.
bad.
Okay, question. Scam Jesus. Is Wipe Me Down a feature or a full song or a feature?
That's a
little
full
bit.
song, man.
All right.
Yeah, that's like a full song, and that's a good song. Wipe Me Down. It's probably Boosie's best song.
To be fair, yeah, I think that's
Wipe
what
Me
makes
Down.
I don't listen to much drill.
I never been a big Lil Boosie fan. I know I'm probably annoying people talking about rap music, but if
No,
you
you're
guys
fine.
wanna
I mean-
talk about something else. I mean,
There's literally like no one talking about anything else. So we want to go back to culture. Want to go back to the culture war,
okay,
guys?
let's talk about culture war. I want to hear you guys about culture war. Let's do that.
I do genuinely agree with what you're talking about earlier.
I said the
that
internet is pulling the nexus for the culture war.
that's pulling the weight of the entire culture war. Yeah, the internet.
That's
All
where
culture.
of it is.
Yeah, all culture
I think,
stems
like,
from
in real life culture
internet.
is dead, and I don't think it's coming back because people can go online and fit in whatever niche they can, whatever interest they have. They can go to whatever group they want to go to. So I don't think it's ever in real life cultures. It might make a little comeback. I just don't see it. And I'm judging this based on people that are like under 30. Because once you hit 30, you don't really have much cultural pull.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true.
You kind of create your own culture, right?
I mean, that's what it is on the internet. So do it yourself
Yeah.
culture now.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it yourself, build it yourself.
Kind of like going back to anarchism and the whole like culture jamming thing.
Inside every anarchist is a failed dictator.
I do want to get your
Love that quote.
opinion on something I heard from a friend of mine a couple days ago. Me and my friend Emmanuel were talking about stuff similar to this, and he said something that kind of resonated with me, where he said, without the internet, half of the culture movements happening today would still be going on. And he said that basically the internet and the way information moves between one person to another is actually accelerating the speed of which certain cultural movements come in and fade out.
I agree with that.
Yep.
The internet does speed everything up.
Speeds it up so fast. Listen, we would still be dealing with like 2016 level of transgenderism if it wasn't for the internet.
With Nick Land? He had this theory. He had this theory about the internet. He wanted to use the internet to create something called hyperstition that would transfer to the third space, which is the real space, meat space. And he said like he wanted to use the internet to accelerate things. I mean, there's more to it than that, but that was kind of the premise of the CCRU and Nick Land.
Very interesting.
He was one of the neo-reactionaries that's not Curtis Yarvin. One of the cooler neo-reactionary people. Curtis Yarvin wants to slow things down and bring it back to the medieval age, which honestly, with the internet, a lot of these like technocrats and Silicon Valley types, they're going to use the internet to present whatever worldview and then transpose it on the internet, and then they're going to also bring it into the real world by creating their own fiefdoms online. That's people like Elon Musk and Curtis Yarvin. That's what they want to do.
Are you saying that we are currently still living in like an internet age of
it's techno feudalism.
Techno feudalism?
Yeah.
That's the term I was looking for.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
what Curtis Yarvin wants. I mean, there's like many different theoreticians when it comes to
that's kind of what we already have. We got our own little nation states with different social media platforms. Well,
that's what they want to do. Silicon Valley wants to do that and then buy land and then take all the people offline and then put them on this land and have their own little fiefdoms.
That's actually kind of crazy.
It's crazy, but that's what they believe in on Silicon Valley. It's what Elon Musk and the rest of those people believe in. If you look deep into like the technocrats, that's what they want. And they think they can use the internet to maximize this. And a lot of it is based on, believe it or not, like nerdy ass like MMORPGs. A lot of that is based on that. Because they're really into that stuff. I mean, even Steve Bannon made his fortune off World of Warcraft. Silence.
It's fucking insane.
It is insane, but it's true. Technocrats
have you ever heard of a game called EVE Online?
Yeah, I think so. Is it like an MMORPG?
It is, but it's more like a space age type of thing. The main appeal of it is the fact that it has a stock market or like an in-game economy that's so similar to the real-world stock market that people
a lot of
that
stuff is based on technocracy. Technocracy theory. A lot of that is like built in. What is the name of that fucking game? That all the people play. I can't think of it. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna rejoin off my phone here. I gotta drive to the store and prepare for my IRL fishing stream tomorrow, but I'll still be on the panel. Just give me a second.
You're doing an IRL fishing stream?
Yeah, bro. I'm branching out a little bit. You said the Wignat sphere needs more diversity.
Not a Wignat though, but
how do you classify a Wignat?
You're just a WN.
I guess that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, most WNs in America are it's just they want to scale back to the 50s.
I don't.
Okay.
There is
so
no
you don't
progressing backwards.
Do
I
you-
was
do
gonna
you
say
think-
what you don't want
do you
to
think
you don't want to go
white-
full
do you
Amish like
Do you think
the rest of
WN
you?
is compatible with like theory, like other political theories, or do you think it's just free form, free floating?
That's a fucking really good question. I'm not gonna lie.
I've been
Fuck.
trying to honestly. Whenever I got into WN, I've been trying to work a theory, a workable theory, and something that doesn't just borrow from National Socialism. You know,
I
and
mean,
can't do it.
It's difficult. It's really difficult because when you're talking about
Because you
W-
have to have a linchpin. You have to have like a religion or some kind of cultic milieu to
right,
make
right,
WN actually work. Because if you just like say we're white, it's not going to work.
yeah, exactly.
Because white people are too diverse when it comes to ideological differences. They can't ever like work it out. You can't just say I'm white. I want my race to survive. You have to have actually an ideological view. And they tried to do this. Ben Klassen tried to do this with the Church's Creator, failed. William Pierce tried it with cosmotheism, failed.
Yep.
So,
I mean, personal theory I read a lot of Nietzsche,
Okay. So it's like natural law type of stuff.
natural law type stuff. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but that's like personal theory. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could really transmit that into the WN sphere.
I mean, that's kind of
because
built in. That's baked in the cake. Natural law is kind of baked in.
it is kind of baked in, but also like Nietzscheism. It really smacks heads a lot with Christianity. So it's like
Yeah,
it's
that's
one of
another
those
problem.
things.
The
It's a big
Christianity
problem.
thing is a problem, and I don't think it's something you're never going to get rid of. Not something you're never get rid of. All I will say is that WNs and white people do need to form an economic bloc to survive. That's all I'll say. They need to form some kind of economic bloc.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I've been
They're
preaching
going to
that
get
for
steamrolled.
fucking.
They're going to get steamrolled by other groups that have an economic bloc.
I've been preaching that. Industrial Girl, how long I've been preaching that for now?
I don't know, man. I lost track.
I've been preaching that for years. Literally years, bro. But it just seems like there's no one that's fucking competent to do it. Like, you can't build an entire economic system by yourself, right?
I don't
Like-
think there's enough wealthy white people that want that, though. Unfortunately.
I think there's a possibility to become wealthy off of it. I think
Wealthy off of what?
wealthy off of the
How? Bitcoin?
not
Where's
even
the
just not even,
financiers? Where's the
you-
financiers?
you have to start small, like very small. I'm talking like completely.
We can't build it off like just having your own soap or having your own like
I no,
dish
not
detergent. I mean,
not soap, right? So for instance, right? Okay, what do all people in our spheres kind of like, right? They like pins, they like flags, they like stuff like that, right? So if you could figure out a way to cheaply make pins, for instance, right? Very, very fashy pins, okay? And then you use that market, which is, we have a market in front of us. All of these people that watch all of the content online, in these fucking niche areas, right? If they see a pin that they like, they're most likely going to buy it. You make the pins cheap. You make the production of them cheap, but you still make a quality product, which is possible, very possible with pins. Because you don't need to make pins out of straight iron. You know what I mean? And this is all just an example, okay? And then you pretty much market with these other groups, right? PF, even TRS when they're around, or even the NJP. They're not around anymore, but using them as
They're gonna let you in on their grift, Bubba.
Huh?
They're not gonna let you in on their grift.
Even that, right? You don't. So the reason why, let's take PF for instance, right? How PF operates is they operate through active clubs. After active, pretty much, if you can't join PF, you go into an active club, right? And then you get fit enough to where you can join PF. Okay. Active clubs are very easy to join, or active clubs are very easy to interact with, right? You go into those circles, you move up the sort of quasi hierarchies or whatever, and then you can push this product onto these people, right? Even making pins about a localized active club or localized active clubs in general, you'll be able to make a profit off of that. That's the only way I'm seeing it, because no one's going to finance our ideas. No one's going to we're not going to get some billionaire financier that's like, I woke up today and I'm like, so I think white people need to continue to exist. It's like we are very niche. The only way to really get a fine answer is someone becoming one and then doing it. But alas, everyone's retarded. So we'll see.
That seems to be the consensus. By the
Well,
way,
no.
rest in peace, Gene Hackman.
Rest
Well,
in
no.
peace, Gene Hackman.
So basically, one, if white people will not do what they need to do to survive, they don't deserve to survive. That's a new take that I have. So
That's-
I mean, I'm never gonna say fuck the race, but I'm not gonna participate in this racial bullshit over and over and over again anymore.
Right, all you can do is pull your weight. Right? If you pull your weight in the objective and then no one else pulls your weight, you did your job. Like your hands are clean. You know what I mean? That's my whole thing. Like your hands are clean. If you're on any job site anywhere and you're pulling your weight, but that job still doesn't get fucking done because no one else is pulling their weight, your hands are clean. You did what you were supposed to do. Everyone else was fucking off. But yeah, I read Nietzsche.
Man, I've had these discussions so many times.
I'm tired of them, but whatever. It is what it is.
Why don't you encourage young white people, young black people, young Americans to start businesses that are reasonable for their area and their amplitude,
I agree with that.
like landscaping or
Yeah,
hell,
true.
car washing.
True.
I agree with that. I mean, even like stuff like locksmithing is within reach.
China will still make it cheaper though. Snow bunnies are still coming to the dark side every day. Chuckway, Ogoigwe, please go troll somewhere else.
He's an Ebo.
Please go troll somewhere else. Either come up on the panel or stop trolling in the chat. What's up, Bob?
Hey, Bob.
I think that's overstated, by the way. White girls going with black guys. That's something that Wignat's obsessed about. I don't think it's like that frequent anymore.
Oh my god, bro. If listen, I get
I
it.
think that's so 1990s. Like that doesn't.
Well, also, like, I get it, right? If they are in the perception that the media is portraying how society is, okay? But this is the
Why
idea.
does it matter though?
Right, but here's the thing.
Real shit. Why does it matter?
Their idea, right? Their idea is media is portraying how real life is. If they weren't basement dwelling retards and they actually would go outside, they would see almost the exact opposite, right? Even with a mass amount of media propaganda for the past 50 fucking years, the amount you're playing Command and Conquer, sorry, the amount of people that miscegenate is so astronomically
it's
low.
Really not that much.
It's so low, it's ridiculous.
And like the white girls that do are kind of you can have them.
Yeah, it is what it is, guys. Like, no matter what time period that you've lived at on this planet, right? Miscegenation at some level, it's always been small. It happened. It just fucking does.
No, and you know what, Bob? That's what Wignats are. That's what Wignats are. That's what FBAs are.
Honestly, they always talk about this. They obsess over this. Like,
all these racial movements. At the end of the day, they're all basement dwelling retards.
Pretty much, yeah.
And the moment you go outside, right? Like, my political opinions haven't changed from when I was a basement dwelling retard. They haven't changed. They just got more refined. That's all that happened. And they shun you for having a more refined political view. If your political view isn't TND or white people are being actively or gods, you will be shunned.
I don't want to get
exactly.
I don't want to get into the coal burning.
I'm going to play the objective good guys of Red Alert.
The whole coal burning thing.
Leather. Sorry.
When I was a child, that was my type.
It's a ridiculous, like, please, if you are someone that is, I'm not, in the basement just getting into, like, alternative scene, political wise, and for some reason you're listening to this,
By the way, I like the insult chud, by the way.
yeah, I love that insult, Chud.
I'm a big
If-
fan
if-
of that insult.
If
should come up, Bob. You should come up
yeah, you should come up, Bob.
because we are eventually going to start talking hard on the.
I'm
culture.
unironically a tinfoil kind of leftist and dirtbag leftist. No.
I mean, just please go outside.
Remember,
These
these
people
aren't
go
killing
outside.
civilians. It's not a war crime because it's World War III, okay? And they're capitalists, so.
Based.
I would say I'm more like Chapo and Red Scare now than I am TRS.
I don't know, man. I
Although Chapo sucks now, to be honest with
yeah,
you.
Chapo's Trap House.
Yeah, it sucks now. It used to be good.
That's what I heard.
Leftist podcasts are better to listen to than most racist podcasts.
Well, I mean, most racist shit is herder, N-word, herder.
Even when they try to be sophisticated or whatever, it's kind of mediocre. Mid.
It's low effort.
It's very low effort.
It's
you don't
low
really,
effort
you
as
don't
a
really learn
motherfucker.
anything when you listen to their podcasts either.
Very low effort, man. It's just there has to be a fucking
It's like,
change.
ooh, let's fire up a live stream and let's just like talk about this.
Let's-
we've talked about since 2016.
Hey, do we want to have the what was Hitler's religion debate for the millionth time? You know what I mean? Let's do that for the millionth time, guys.
Let's shout "No More Brothers War" and then immediately attack any white person that doesn't agree with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you have a different opinion, they'll call you a Fed or a Jew.
Yeah. Mike
No,
Enoch called me a Jew, so
Because
Believe it or not-
because of
believe it or not,
because
it
of this stream, I shared it to one Wignat.
If you ever go on the left side, they argue all day about Stalinists and Trotskyists and
oh, I know.
other shit. Like they'll say, "Oh, Stalin is cool, fuck Trotsky," and then it's like, "Oh, Stalin, Trotsky's cool, fuck Stalin." No, I'm into Lenin. It's like that's all they do too. But they're actually more civil though. But
No, I get it. I'm in a lot of tanky places too. I'm never gonna beat.
okay.
I'm never gonna beat the communist accusations. By the way, I'm never gonna beat those. I'm not a communist.
Honestly,
I'm just.
I don't think that Nat Sox can defeat communists. I don't think they can.
Because modern day Nat Sox aren't socialists. They're fucking.
They're libertarians. They're libertarians LARPing as like Nat Sox.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I feel personally attacked, all right.
They're libertarians LARPing as socialists.
I mean, do you know the 25 points?
Fair.
You know, there's more to Nat Sox than just reading Mein Kampf.
What, really? No, I thought it was literally just worshiping Hitler.
They're calling you a Strasserist, Bumpkin.
Who's calling me a
Fucking
Strasserist?
Nazbol.
Bumpkin is a Nazbol.
Nazbols. Party him and Zoltanus are Nazbols.
Yeah.
Who's calling me?
Oh, somebody said Young Dolph death payoff a hoax. No, that nigga's dead, unfortunately.
Young Dolph is dead.
He's dead.
I thought when I first heard that, I always thought it was a Wignat rapper.
Doing this with Mein Kampf is like, it's
Yeah, Zolt crashed out, didn't he? He crashed out.
yeah.
Zolt
Zoltzberg.
crashed out. Oh, hard.
Did he spurg out again? I mean, did he crash out again? That's just all he does. He crashes out.
Yeah, bro. He can't control himself. I completely separated myself from Zolt. I will probably never speak to him ever again, bro.
I have no beef with Zolt.
What
but,
took
you, know,
you so long?
Because a lot of the
he
first
has
stuff
a lot
I
of,
saw.
He has a lot of followers. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he has a lot of followers, but the first stuff, like, you know, it was just conjecture, right? There was nothing in solid fact. So I really just genuinely solidly thought it was just.
I'll say this: he does write good articles, like his Fascismo. I'll give him that. It is like pretty good historical information. Like he's the only like person I've seen in the sphere that acknowledges stuff like Gladio, and which I said that way.
I mean, to be fair, Gimpy, if Jewish was hot, I would also plow a Jewish porn star.
That's crazy, dude.
That's
but Zolt has
wild.
some good. Zold has some good articles.
No, he does. He absolutely does. But then again, it's just like
Does he
He's-
though?
Yes, he does. Go read his Substack. It's
I
better-
feel like you're about to tell me to go read. I thought you were going to tell me to go read Siege for a moment there.
no, go read Substack.
I just fucking hate this entire sphere, bro. I'm just learning to hate it.
That's why I'm a dirtbag leftist.
So, since the topic is culture, we can talk about the culture of the alternative political spheres that we all used to be a part
Well,
of.
now it's like it's divided into segmented into different cultures. Like the left is even segmented now. You have the dirtbag leftists. You have the conspiratorial tinfoil leftists. You have the tankies. You have the neo-libs and the social democrats who nobody likes on the left. Let's see, on the right, you got the libertarians. I guess they count. You got the LARP Nazis. I guess you have the Nazbols, although I don't really know who represents that. Then you have
Bumpkin represents the.
you have the W.
Bro, I'm not a Nazbol. I'm just traditionally
No, but listen,
what.
though, listen, you have like the traditionalist alt-right types. You have the, people fill in like the gap in the space. You have the neo-reactionaries. So like you have all these different like political spheres being represented.
Yeah. Can we stop the Nazbol accusations? I am not a Nazbol, sir.
I don't know. The minute you can
No.
beat them, we'll
You
stop.
should lean into it.
Fuck it, I'm about to start, bro.
Somebody should let Halt
He's a
it up.
Dunkin'
I can't
Duganist.
tab out.
Oh, I got you, Halt. I got you halted. My bad, buddy.
What is
Did
that?
not see you back there. How's it going, bud? Check if fucking Walmart's
I
still
just
open. I
got
gotta
it, my
go.
guy.
I mean, what? Let me ask you, Orthodox.
Are you able to hear me at
Ortho
all?
Yeah, we're able to hear you.
Yeah,
Who's
we
on
are.
the- Wait, what do you define as the right now? Or like,
Dude,
whatever
I don't care. I don't
whatever
care what the
sphere.
right is. I'm gonna be real.
I mean, but if you had to define it in terms, what do you define these?
Retarded
Okay, but-
grifters,
Alright,
grifter
alright.
for retarded grifter thing 1, retarded grifter for retarded grifter thing 2. I mean, like to me, I'm not a nihilist, but
Oh yeah,
I don't
misanthropes are on the right too. Then you have like people that believe that might is right stuff, which is natural law.
I mean, might is right.
I'm just
That's
being
a real
nerdy
thing.
about it. I'm just being nerdy about
I
it.
would,
These
if I could
classifications.
define it, I would just say it's a very, very disorganized.
You have Ukrainian
cult-
white. You have Ukrainian white Nats that their whole entire platform is let's just support Ukraine.
Yeah. Is that the fucking Pentagon?
It was
yeah.
the Pentagon.
Blow it up.
Jesus Christ.
Look, man,
and-
this is literally just. You know why I picked the? You know what? I'm picking Doge, bro. Y'all thought I was playing for the Russians. This is just Doge.
Hell yeah.
No, yeah, but no, I would say that it's just it's genuinely just like a disorganized bunch of cult of personalities at this
Well, I hate to
point.
say that the left is more organized then,
Oh, absolutely, it's more organized. Absolutely, it is.
and they have real
Been that way.
conversations over there too, contrary to what people over here say. Even their conspiratorial talk is more organized and more civil. People just yell at each other over here.
I want you to point out, like, you can't hear it because I don't have it, but the American president in the Reddit universe name is.
Oh shit! Is
Dugin.
that Lenin? Holy shit!
But the president's name is Dugin. President Dugin.
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 I think now, unfortunately, on this side, it's been relegated to like relationship talk. The incels have kind of taken over a lot of the far right spaces.
Yeah,
So
It's-
what
it's
comes with
because-
that is Christianity, Nick Fuentes, and conspiracy theories about flat Earth.
did you all see the Canadians boo the USA anthem during the WWE pay-per-view?
Yeah,
I mean,
I
You know
I
what?
heard about that.
They have every right to do it because you know what? They beat us in the end.
Yeah, well, we beat their fucking
We
teeth.
see all
in,
the
so it doesn't
fucking
matter.
fighting in it.
who takes
Which
Canada seriously?
They basically
It's not
had
a-
organized fights going on during the hockey game.
yeah, some retard was trying to play hockey during the Canadian American boxing match.
Yeah, they booed the anthem, bro. It is we are no longer playing hockey. Like, the hockey.
Hockey, that shit is no longer an official sport here.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're boxing now. We're boxing on ice. This is what we're doing.
Oh boy, this guy's talking about this like rich man, this African over here is talking about rich man of poor man of Richmond or whatever. Who cares about that? That was a fucking gay op.
Yeah.
Nobody took that shit seriously.
Except for retards.
I mean, I unironically liked the song "Rich Man North of Richmond." I unironically liked
The
the
guy
song,
was a
but
hipster. The guy was
yeah,
a
but
fucking hipster.
yeah, he was a hipster homo. Like he was a fucking like anytime that I see a man take a shirtless photo with another man hugging up on another dude,
Oh,
and
man,
doing the
really?
soy
For real?
face is
Fuck.
retarded.
He actually
Yeah.
did that. Wow.
Yeah, he did that. He did that with that one dude. They're making him at night comedian when he's talking about
This
the,
guy, this African guy, must be old because he doesn't seem like he's up to date on anything. He
I'm
must be
surprised he's on my
Like,
channel.
this guy's like
I
a
didn't know.
50-year-old African talking about miscegenation.
He's not. He's actually a young guy.
Oh, really? He's a
Yeah,
YN?
yeah. He's a young nigga. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
They're
shit.
young nibbers over here.
He doesn't seem like he seems like he's out of step with American culture.
I'm pretty sure he's like a Pan Africanist.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, pretty sure that's what he is.
He said that they did it today during the a WWE event in Toronto.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's Hicks that watch wrestling anyway.
Like I'm
No
gonna
shade.
I'm gonna be 100% real with you, all right? Like at the end of the day, fuck Canada. It'll be better if better a American territory. I mean, the only reason the Canadians are getting rowdy is because they're retarded, just like the average
Honestly, I
American.
think P. Diddy was just doing typical rich black behavior.
Really?
Yeah.
You think Diddy? Do you think that's typical? I think that's just typical rich behavior, to be
I think it's
honest.
typical black. I mean, did you see baby oil and all the baby oil? Like that's just typical like rich black behavior. I mean, they do. Listen, blacks do that stuff at Freaknik, freak offs. It's like nothing new. I mean, where I used to live in Orlando, all the blacks would get all the girls and go to the hotels and just run trains on bitches. That's what they did.
What if we invade Canada and then just like ship them all to Russia and then just take the land?
I mean, you guys have never heard of that? You guys have never heard of like blacks in your local area? They just go rent out like motels and just run trains.
No,
That's
I don't care about the sexual.
I'm not
habits
saying you
of other
care, but I'm
people.
just saying it happens. It's true. That's what happened in high school with all the black guys that I knew. They just go and run
very
trains.
interesting.
Run trains on thoughts.
I mean, if she's a whore, she's a whore.
I didn't really need that knowledge in my head.
Well, you got it.
Fuck.
Well,
You
it don't
got
hurt.
You got an anthropology lesson. You got a urban anthropology lesson.
We don't,
Cool. I'd like a refund.
Well, I mean, let's hear something you have to say.
That's the funny part. I don't have anything to say.
Well, then we're gonna do urban anthropology then.
Nah, I
Okay.
have to make an executive decision now. We ain't gonna be doing all that now.
What you guys want to talk about? How the movement is terrible for the 1800 time? Let's do that.
The movement, nah.
With no movement, the movement with no movement.
Nah, Halton had some good takes on the culture war when he was DMing me. I mean, I think I agree with Bateman. The culture war is pretty much over.
I mean, the internet killed it. It's
Yeah.
It's the internet.
Yeah. No one won either, by the way.
Yeah, it was a
Well, I think it was a boost for WNs. It just, unfortunately, it also shed the light on how retarded like WNs are.
Yeah.
I don't think the Jews.
Put
I
up
don't think the
Gimpy's
Jews.
comment.
Believe it or not, I don't think the Jews are winning either. I don't think they're winning either.
Yeah, but
They're-
you gotta understand a lot of the Wignats that are in this circle that come on CT stuff or that come on other people's stuff and Gimpy's around, they specifically blame Gimpy. Like there are no Jews, it's just Gimpy. Gimpy is the Jew.
All right.
You know.
I'm gonna need you to pull
It's the
me.
Jews!
I'm gonna need you to pull me up on my phone, okay?
Hold
Pull
on
me
one
up,
second.
Jamie.
Hold on one second. My computer's shitting the bed.
Pull me up, Jamie.
Actually, I might be able to pull myself up, honestly, then leave. I might be able to do that.
Oh yeah, Zoomies don't listen to podcasts, by the way. They watch TikTok.
Well, I ain't worried about zoomies.
Well, I'm just saying.
Ah!
Holy shit! What the fuck? Sorry.
Jesus Christ!
Ow! Son of
Ow.
a bitch.
Flashbang?
What does everybody think about dead
We've got-
maxing?
What'd you
I was
say?
about to
Sorry,
say,
I can't hear
fucking Feds
anything.
just got pumpkin.
Yeah, they
It
got
was
him with the
the
fucking
Jew-
gay
the
raid.
Jews
God-
came for
Gimpy.
pumpkin.
Gimpy fucking sent a goddamn pager to my house, dude. Holy fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, that was
Well,
feedback.
I'm going to say also that I think the upper classes they're going to be changed demographically as well. They're going to be mostly like Asian and white, and maybe
Asian
with
and
like
white?
a sprinkling of Jews.
A
And
sprinkling
most
of
of
Jews.
and most of the middle and lower middle class are going to probably mix with Mexicans. And this guy that's bigging up blacks, the Mexicans are going to kill all the blacks. The Hispanics and the Mexicans are going to kill every king and run them out of their own hoods too.
That's what they're doing. Like that's the real culture war. Did you see during the 2020 Floyd riots? The base.
Well, I'm talking about the
Hispanic one?
Venezuelans, bro. I'm talking about the Venezuelans just came into O'Block and in Chi-Town and like came into like these places all around Colorado and just ran the blacks out. And like the Mexicans have been running ethnically cleansing the blacks from LA. So I'm not too worried about blacks. They'll be, unfortunately, maybe fortunately for whoever like is listening, they'll probably be extinct in a while. They'll be like even lower than what they are. And I don't.
That is.
That's probably true, but
Is that your honest opinion?
yes.
It is.
Yep.
Damn.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, I don't know. Culturally speaking, America's got a lot of problems.
I mean, I like the chaos. I think there's a new like ecosystem that's forming.
What is that ecosystem exactly? What does it look like to you?
I think the Hispanics are going to have more of the control of the underworld. And they're tapped in with like the feds, and then probably the middle class is going to fuse with Asians, and the upper classes will fuse with like Asians, and like the technocrats will kind of form their own distinct sort of class. That's what's going on right now.
I think burgers go really good with fries.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I mean, I don't know. Personally, I think the culture war is over, and it was a Pyrrhic victory for anybody who won. I think that the future is doing what me and my friends are doing, creating your own culture, creating your own lore for entertainment purposes, sharing it with people. I think that the ecosystem on the internet that you guys were mentioning, I think it's more decentralized than ever because people don't want
And
to deal
also
with
the crime
censorship
of
and other
the
bullshit.
21st and 22nd century will probably be scamming and stuff like that. Running plays like the dope game is dead. You can't come up off like off dope or like if you're going to do illegal activity. It's all about scamming now.
Sure.
That's
Why
fair.
not?
I mean, I feel like there's always going to be money in dope though.
Not as much as it was in the 90s. I mean, who's coming up off fentanyl? Man, I don't know anybody like is coming up off fentanyl, which is the main kind of like illegal product that's being moved.
I mean, I don't know. I don't study crime stats anymore. Most of my information.
It's not crime stats. It's just like a lot of like there's black market like money that flows into America, whether people want to acknowledge it or not. A lot of cartel money goes into stuff like hedge funds and into the government. It's called black money.
That is not true, Gimpy. I don't do meth
anymore.
Well, watch your mouth. I've never done meth. But no, I don't know, man. I think that there is some things to be learned from the culture war, like the dangers of censorship.
Yeah, which I think is dying.
It is. I think that the another lesson is a very capitalistic lesson. Is if you create any content, there are people there to watch it. There are people that will enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Whether it's at your detriment or your benefit is just yet to see. But I mean, I think the lesson really is people just need to get out and create. People need to leave the basement and go hang out and just.
I want to say another observation I noticed also about left versus right spaces. I noticed in leftist spaces, you don't have like these clinging like non-whites that talk about miscegenation in leftist spaces. You know, I've just noticed that. Like they're typically absent for some reason. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, I mean it's because in the leftist spaces they're not really needed nor wanted. When the conservative is like based brown person, let us suckle his ball sack.
Believe it or not, I think the conservatives do that more than like a lot of people accuse like the leftists of doing that, placating to non-whites, but the leftists use non-whites for whatever, and they typically will use them and treat them nice, but it's mostly white spaces. It's really white.
I don't know, man. I don't stay on the racialist topic a lot unless.
All right. Well,
yeah, no, I don't care about the racialist.
What do you guys want to talk about then? What do you guys want to talk about?
Let's talk about drugs.
All right.
Because Gimpy just schooled me about meth, like. So, Gimpy said, hold on. Gimpy said, one does not do meth; they smoke it. Silly. Well, can't you inject it as well?
Not really.
You can't.
Not really. No.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but the joy, I guess, is smoking it.
I don't know, man. A lot of people.
I don't know. I don't smoke it. I don't inject it. I don't do any of that. Only drugs I do are hallucinogenics.
I don't have. You want me to play the new song again? All right, I'll play the new song. My computer. I finally got control over my computer, so I can get energized again. You wanna? He wants to hear my Gematria song again. I'm still doing the Righteous Muffin song too, by the way. The blame the juice one. But I can't get a screenshot posted. Where'd you post it at? All right, hold on. Let me find you. I'll play your song. Let me find it on your channel. Okay. Okay, this is his song he just made. So we'll play it. This is Cut's song.
Again, Michigan in my study. Again. Say that again. Again, we can get it again for anyone who wants it again. The first and again. What is again? Again, from the date. Again, if you're new here, again, and again. Again on the 7th, again, you're trying to go again. It is again. I just told you again. Again. Event again. Cloud Swamp was again. Remember that again. Hope again. It's not a world view. Again. Again. I want to again.
You can't.
In Wealth of Nations, they're again, you just have again, you keep in Andrew, again, I can make I'm just Andrew, it's unfortunate. Again, like I said, something again, I told you again, the problem is,
Here's what you had.
Again, but again, it came in that book. Again.
That was peak brain rot, but it was funny. I like that. That's great. Cuts. Nice trolling. Well, I mean, I guess this is just the natural conclusion. What do you guys think? Because I'm all out of topics. I mean,
there is no dark side about a scamming mentally ill people. Scamming mentally ill people is based.
Oh Lord,
I
Jay,
see we have a cheat on this panel then.
Nope.
Check out John's stream. All right.
What's up, man? You called me?
I'm just an amoral white person. Amoral white guy.
Is this one you want to check out?
You have drowned. You don't know you have drowned.
You're still part of the party of the KKK.
What is going on here?
The Democrat Party.
Correct.
Why you insist on living on the plantation?
Reached up.
Why are you still on the plantation, Stanley? Everyone else is leaving.
You know what? I think you need to take a breath because you have drowned. You can go join Be Brave. There are.
I bet you got a Be Brave doll under your bed.
Oh, Thomas Jefferson, white. Thomas Jefferson, white culture. Oh, Thomas Jefferson, I'm still
It was
white.
the Republican.
What did I just watch?
I don't know. Let's watch some more.
Sitting here in my car paying traffic tickets. What the hell?
You would not
Traffic
set
tickets?
foot
What are you,
on that
homosexual?
white man's property. You know it. I know it.
I got my own property. I don't need to set foot on anyone else.
Been treated better than you.
I got my own property. Why do I need to go there?
Should I go on Stanley's stream?
Is your place, bitch.
Yeah, I bought my own
And
place.
your place is right next to Be Brave's in his little plank walled fucking cabin. Motherfucker.
Or better.
That's wild. Okay, that's enough of that. That is just sad. Oh,
Who's,
here we go. This guy is hilarious.
Who's tuning into the fishing stream tomorrow noon?
I definitely will.
I'll watch. When are you doing it?
Pretty much I'm going to grab a fishing pole right now, some tackle. I've never really fished up here in these parts, so we'll see. Probably as soon as I wake up, honestly.
Do you need a fishing license?
Yeah,
you got a license for that there, Fun?
Yeah, it's only like fishing license, only like $10 in my state. So
It's still gay though.
it's still gay, yeah, but you know. Well, I mean, fishing licenses make sense if you got a bunch of Somalians up here, because then you can just, if you don't regulate them, they just like eat everything that walks. So
They're not fat.
no, and that's what
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
make
they
any fucking
haven't.
sense about it.
Well, yeah, they haven't eaten any Americans yet.
Actual
Yeah.
Nazi here. I've had to use that term ever since a bunch of liberals applauded a Nazi. I thought I hated liberals, but I guess they're actually kind of cool now. The press had to use the term actual Nazi to describe my proud brother in arms, to differentiate from all the other people they called Nazis, but actually just meant person they don't like. See, this all started when Russia invaded Ukraine and then justified the invasion by calling Ukrainians Nazis. When Ukraine fought back, they called Russia the real Nazis. Then the broader discourse revealed the UN was the actual Nazi. So, what's going on here? Did I win? And nobody told me? I mean, I'm glad to have been so inspiring to everybody in this situation. I'm just having trouble figuring out who to support. The Nazis, or the Nazis funding the Nazis. This is just the tip of the iceberg, believe me. Recently, a Jewish ground invasion of Gaza has begun, and people are accusing the Jews of being the real Nazis now. The Jews! Anti-Semitic Zionism, genocidal Jews. I'm glad I knocked some sense into the Jews. It just wasn't in my forecast. It's like the kid I bullied in school grew up to beat his children. Am I supporting the Jews now? I mean, I guess the rest of the right has fallen in line, and I'm all for them genociding the darker skin tone, but the darker skin tone people actually seem more anti-Semitic than me. I mean, they've got a 30-page charter with conspiracy theories that are even more far-reaching than the ones that I had, and they referenced the Protocols of Elder Zion. I mean, I wrote that book. That's a great book. Nobody read it but the brown people? I mean, I really don't know which of these Nazis to support. They're both pretty good options. There's one of two possibilities here. Either the term Nazi has been so overused in a process I call Nazi inflation that the term is now meaningless, or everyone is actually a Nazi. I'm glad my ideas are finally catching back up. I just wasn't expecting so many of my followers to be Slavic or brown or Jews. I'm not trying to gatekeep here. I'm just genuinely confused. All the new American fascist movements are like multiracial now. Kanye West, Andrew Tate, Sneeko, Nick the Spit. I still believe there will be a successful fascist movement in my lifetime. I just now think it's probably going to be a little not quite white. I said alt-right, not off-white. Republicans are Nazis, but also the Democrats are the real Nazis, and the anti-fascists are the real Nazis. Which, by the way, good on them, but I wish they would stop hitting me in the head with their baseball bats. I don't know, I just feel a little out of touch in the modern day. Am I getting old? You guys would tell me if I was getting old, right? My friends who normally tweet about Zog are retweeting hammers and sickles on my timeline saying free Palestine. I'm not out of touch, am I? I mean, there's ironic Nazis, post-ironic Nazis, homo-fascism in a pejorative sense and in an actual unironic sense. Back in my day, Nazism used to mean something. Now everybody's calling everybody else a Nazi, and then everyone's saying, yeah, I am, and it's based. You know, this is supposed to be exactly what I always wanted. A world where everybody is a Nazi. But I just didn't think it would turn out like this. I did not see this coming.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, he's not bad for a Jew. He makes pretty good content.
J-Reg, no, he's funny.
He's funny as fuck.
But no, like,
But
I kind of feel like he's right though, in a way. Here, you know, like there is a push between dissident politics. Like you're either extreme leftist or extreme rightist now. So.
Yeah, and both sides seem to be anti-Semitic, which is crazy to think.
They
but
both
it's okay.
seem to be retarded as well.
Yeah. There's not even any like we need to start setting up IQ checks, bro. IQ checkpoints immediately.
I get what Sasquatch was saying when we were talking. Like, if you're trying to start a YouTube channel, go to Sasquatch for advice. because he'll give you great advice on starting a channel and how to do everything properly. Like, because of you guys watching, my analytics are going crazy, so my shorts are being shared extremely a lot, and we are getting the views for a smaller channel. Like, for a channel that's just been started and uploading content for a week, 10, 20 viewers peak, and like the watch hours are crazy, and I am thankful to you guys for that, because I like making content. And as long as I got one person watching and one person chilling with me, I want to make content for you guys. But the stream burnout is real. Because like we're basically floundering and bored up here with nothing to talk about. Jay, you want to play Warhammer? Let's see, Jay's not even here. He's taking a poop.
I'm here. I'm just driving, so I don't know how my mic quality is. Is it ass or what?
It's not ass. You're good.
Okay. Is Mr. Scam still here? Is Mr.
Did you call me, by the way? Did you call me,
Yeah, I did.
Muslim?
Yeah, dude.
What's up?
What are you up to? What are you doing right now? What are you up
Oh
to?
no, I was just
Warhammer?
chatting with my girl's family, but they're about to dip out. So, what you want to do?
No.
What you
We
want to
can
do?
play Warhammer. We can play some Warhammer. Talk about some current
Hey, did
events.
somebody ask me if I'm still here? Yeah, I'm still here.
Hold on, bro. Let me turn my computer on because I've just been
Yeah, what's going on? I'm still here.
drinking. Give me a second.
Bumpkin was wondering if you were still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I'm thinking about learning banjo. Should I learn how to play the banjo?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I should play banjo as well, and we should go in the Appalachian. Never mind.
I'm down to play some Warhammer. Just
Start a
give me a second to
bluegrass
turn my
band.
computer on.
Start a bluegrass band.
Start a bluegrass band.
Yeah, it's good use of your time, I suppose.
I mean, shit. I think just chilling and creating content for people is a good use of my time. But I am going to start doing actual topics.
I think it's needed, honestly, Orthodox Review actual, because like I said, like no one likes interjecting topics. I think there's a cop behind me again. If I get pulled over again, bro, I'm gonna say this is harassment.
At least, hopefully, it's a hot cop.
Yeah, that never is true.
I don't know, but there was some fine ass sheriff's deputies that worked where I worked that was a sheriff when I was growing up, and they would pull me
not where
over.
he's at,
and
though. I
and
guarantee
would
not where
pick
he's at.
them.
That's the South.
No, there's some. No, I live up in North Dakota, Minnesota area. You got them Scandinavian
okay.
bitches.
All right.
Yeah, they're hot as fuck up here.
But gentlemen, y'all can stay in the panel, but I'm gonna end it because, like I said, we don't really have much to talk about. I am gonna boost up just a gaming stream if y'all want to come and chill there.
You want to stream our game?
Yeah, I'm gonna stream. We're probably gonna play, and then when Bumpkin gets back, he's probably gonna join us.
Does he have space for me?
My bad for killing the stream, man.
Oh, you didn't kill it, dude. We just that's the thing. Like, somebody said they wanted to talk about the culture war, but I think there's really nothing to talk about. The culture war is over, and we all won. Everybody won. The censorship machine is pretty much dead. The FBA, the white nationalists, all that stupid bullshit's pretty much dead. Like, the grifter right is dead. And now we have populist politicians. Like, we have nothing to complain about.
Yeah, everyone carved out their section, and they set their flags in the ground. And now it's just kind of like, what's next type of thing, you know what I mean? Everyone carved out their section.
Yeah, like so. I mean, there's nothing to talk about. Like, yeah, we could talk about the video game aspect of it, but I mean, like, at the end of the day, we're kind of back to square one. We're back to pre-Gamergate, right? If you don't like the game, don't buy it. It'll flounder. Like, it'll just die.
Like that, yeah, that's the point we're at now. We don't even, there's no big uproar about, oh, you got to boycott this game. It's legitimately like people are like, oh, there's trannies in this game? Okay. And then they just don't buy it. And the game flops and it dies.
Yeah, like, for instance, like the whole uproar about Kingdom Come Deliverance having gays and trannies in it now. It's like, okay. Like the whole reason they didn't have any of that to begin with was because they were told they had to. And they said fuck off. Now that they don't have to, they wrote legitimate characters for it. And it's kind of dumb and gay and I don't like it. I won't support it. But I mean, it is what it is. Like this shit's going. Like these massive corporations are going to appeal to as many people as possible. So
It's
I mean,
it's legitimately just a profit margin for them. That's all it is.
Yeah,
if it's profitable, they're going to appeal to it. That's why mega corporations, they're just picture them as just these like concrete, boring, mundane companies. Because that's what they are. They appeal to the mass majority of people. They will appeal to as many people as physically possible to make a profit. That's why when profit is the only goal, morality and everything else is thrown out the door. This is why I get called a mass. I'm done.
Nah, I mean, you're not
Hey,
wrong.
Muslim, give me a second, bro. I gotta move my car. You hear me?
All right. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong to say that, Bump, because like that's exactly what it is, and that's I don't think that is. I don't think that that's inherently a bad thing, because without profit motivation, without any of that, right? You're not gonna have any of this shit. You're not gonna have anything done. You're not gonna have anybody willing to do anything. The whole reason that people went out and created content was profit motivation. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound like an idiot because I am doing something in the background, but
no, I think we can have our gay space communism, orthodox, actually, and it'll be based.
I mean, fair.
You mean Posadism?
Posadism.
Massadism. Yeah, that's my new ideology. Massadism.
Massadism.
I mean, that's space communism, Posadism. It's literal alien space communism.
Yeah, alien space communism.
But right now, for me in general, I am just going to focus on being chill and having a good time. And that's all I'm worried about.
Hell yeah.
Space
Hell
communism.
I mean, I'm a
What about
guy.
space? So, do you prefer space communism over space national socialism?
No. What kind of question is that?
I don't know. I mean, because I've always heard that 40K is like the embodiment of space national socialism. I'm just curious how that's the case.
I mean, I've never said that.
Because the military aspect of it. I think everything military is fascist.
Yeah. They also do, unironically, genocide.
Xeno scum.
That's not true. They
They
do
are
not
Xenos
genocide
scum.
all Xenos. That's just not true.
Yeah, I mean, we should.
There are
We
some
should
they've
genocide all
incorporated. There have actually been some
They
they've incorporated that have been very
Xenos?
useful. Yeah. Dude, they have a
Incorporated
whole fucking
Xenos?
division of the Inquisition called the Ordo Xenos that incorporate Xenos technology and species into their ranks.
Yeah, burn them all.
There are some Xenos races actually that acquiesce to the Imperium. They exactly serve the function that they're made to.
I mean, fair.
Long-term ramifications.
Miscegenation between Xenos.
Ew.
All right. I'm gonna end this one, and we can get ready for the for the gaming stream. I'm not gonna lie. To do a total avian death Stellaris playthrough. First off, if I do a Stellaris playthrough, I'm gonna play humans and I'm gonna download the white race mod and I'm gonna genocide everything in the galaxy. So, but thanks.
I like how.
Go ahead.
I like how in Stellaris you can straight up just pick fascism. It's kind of, or fascismo or whatever. I do like. Isn't that far different than what you would probably see, which is.
I don't know.
Pretty basic. Stellaris is cool and all.
Yeah, you were saying. Bumpkin. Oh, but we lost Bumpkin. All right, me and Jay's gonna do some gaming, and we're gonna get StreamYard set up to do that, or Streamlabs set up to do that. I'm gonna try to host a panel. Everybody in here, I'm gonna send y'all the link, and we'll be live again in about 10-15 minutes, however long it takes Bumpkin to get home. So, thanks for watching. Sorry that it's kind of dead, but I mean, the culture topic is kind of what won the poll. That is easier to do. I'm doing some research for a conspiracy theory stream. And I think that the first conspiracy theory stream we're going to do is going to be on UFOs and the moon. So, again, the schedule, it's looking like Monday is going to be a current event / news panel topic. Wednesday is probably going to be a conspiracy theory stream. Friday and Saturday probably going to be chill streams and or debates if I can find people to have them. If you want more streams, let me know. But, I mean, I'm not going to keep doing it every day because it is kind of being a burnout thing. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please come over for the gaming content if you want to just chill. Thank you, guys.
Did you have that in the art? I'll be on the barbecue.